This is Dolynny TV, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening to you, as it is Canada versus Finland. The World Juniors comes down to the New Year's Eve match as we get set up for an all-pivotal one for Canada in Group B against Finland this evening. Glad to have you alongside here as we get things rolling on the broadcast. About 5:30, we're an hour and 10 minutes in advance of game time, but looking forward to what will be a fun one this evening against Finland. Obviously, probably the best game of the tournament. That Czechia game was a lot of fun. A lot of things I think Canadian fans would have liked not to happen in that Czechia game, and looking for more of good things to happen here tonight against Finland. Welcome to the couch in Crossfield. I told you it was happening here tonight, and well, we actually made it happen. I came through on something I said I was going to do. That doesn't happen all too often either. So glad to have you along, like I said, for the ride here tonight. Of course, the poll is running along at the top of the chat there right now. I actually don't know if Finland can win Group B. I guess maybe a regulation defeat of Canada might have something to do with that. But, you know, end of the day, who cares? Canada, if they get the job done tonight, wins Group B. And that, at the end of the night, is all that matters. Well, that and making sure everybody gets home safe from the party this evening. So yeah, that's kind of where we find ourselves. I don't know if there's more to add to that or less to add to that. Just looking forward to a hockey game where, again, it's going to be a little bit more tightly contested. I think from a Canadian fan perspective, it's going to be a little bit more high-event hockey. That might be something to watch tonight against Finland. And as well, a game where, you know, the tradition from the Latvia game carries through, but the tradition from Czechia also carries through, where the Latvia game, you know, great goaltending on the other end. That's also typical of the Finnish side. And then as well from the Czechia game, where Finland just does not go away. I know you could say that of Latvia, but again, you can make it 4-1. Finland will be there at the end of the game. Make it 5-2. Finland will be there at the end of the game. Make it 6-2. Finland will be there at the end of the game. So tonight for Canada, again, what you're hoping is you just score a ton of goals and keep it going and keep it rocking here this evening against a squad that will not let you win this game until the final buzzer is gone and you've got more goals in the column than they do. So, you ready? It's going to be a good night. You know what? It's so awesome to be closing out 2025 at last. I mean, we talked about it for the Oilers today. Was it a success? Was it a failure? You know, 2026, could it be a triple gold year for Team Edmonton Oilers fans over here? Simply saying, right, if the Oilers go on to win the Stanley Cup, Canada wins gold at the Olympics, and, oh yeah, by the way, Canada wins the World Juniors. So there's tons to see how this all shakes out tonight. Again, what I will also tell you, if you're tuning in for the first time here on the broadcast and you're wondering, man, where do I find this hockey game in Canada tonight? Well, it's on CTV. Actually, it's available on all local CTV channels this evening for, I think, the first time ever. I think it might have been available in the Denmark game as well, so kind of waiting to see how that plays out. Maybe I'll find out if it was on CTV throughout the broadcast tonight. But yeah, it's available on CTV, and I assume they'll have everything else available on CTV as the weekend continues as well, unless, of course, they go back to covering the NFL games on CTV. Not sure how that will play out, but an interesting go as TSN and Bell continue to expand their reach across the provinces and basically the whole country here in Canada. So, man, that's a long intro. We're off and done the first 4 minutes. Of course, today the Canadian men's Olympic roster was announced. I don't know what really to make of that, honestly. For an Oilers fan, I think you're hoping there were more Oilers players on there. That's not the case. And as a Canadian fan, maybe you're hoping that John Cooper didn't have as many Tampa Bay Lightning players on there. I don't know. Maybe just me, maybe just how it goes. But that is kind of how it went for the Four Nations face-off. And that's kind of how it goes here for Team Canada at the Olympics here this year. So yeah, I don't think I have anything else to add on that front. Again, friends, if you're new to the channel right now and you want to stay up to date with the Oilers as the year progresses, I will tell you right here early, get it on the live stream just so as it's on the replay. If you're new to the channel, consider hitting that subscribe button. Really would love for you to do that. We're closing in on 20,000 subscribers here this year. in 2026, that being, as we close out 2025 tonight and shy of about 1,100 and some odd. It's going to be tough to make that number happen here tonight. So we'll just enjoy the fact that 2026 is going to be a monumental year here on the channel, that's for sure. So it's been a fun World Juniors so far. Obviously, the 7-5 victory over top of Czechia, the 2-1 victory over top of Latvia, and then, yes, indeed, the big monster victory over top of Denmark. It was fun to watch. It was a fun game, but a little bit slow, a little bit, excruciating to get through, especially in that third period, once you knew for sure there was going to be nothing out of Denmark on their side that evening. So glad to have you. I know, like I said, hopefully everybody's getting home safe tonight. I know I've got some plans to do a little bit of designated driving for my friends this evening. I was given an interesting choice this year, I think, of making routes throughout Calgary or going north, and get to go north here this year for a second year in a row. So looking forward to what's a beautiful drive here tonight. Things are melting in southern Alberta. It's been above zero. It's been over 10 degrees at one point today. It has been a beautiful day outside of Calgary, that much is for sure. Hopefully on your guys' end, on the back end of the stream here, it's been a great day as well. New Year's Eve, I had the day off and I still worked a little bit today, made the shop some money, and it was a good day to just kind of get back to that slow pace we had last week. Get out of bed late, take your time getting where you're going, and really enjoy the day. I mean, setting up this on the couch here tonight, it was a fun time, just booting around, getting some stuff done and going with that. So yeah, I don't know, it's been a great day so far. I'm looking forward to what should be a really good, fun evening, and then a late night, making sure everybody gets home. That's, again, as the sober guy, that's what I do. That's want to make sure my friends are taken care of. And yeah, I'm just currently waiting for this pregame show over there on TSN to get up and underway for us here this evening. But yeah, it'll be a big night, and that starts this evening with Canada versus Finland at the World Juniors. That'll be the determining factor here to begin, is how does Canada fare against probably the stiffest competition in the group for them. I mean, fair enough to say Czechia might have been, but I think it's fair as well as a Canadian fan to suspect that Finland will play us real tough. So hopefully Mikey V can be convinced to get on the old couch here, sit on down over here, and maybe walk us through the pregame once he gets back from his little beer run there. But we'll see how that all translates out. So friends, just going to take a quick look at the poll here. Again, things are a little bit different than the normal setup, so pardon me if things are a little bit awkward. Who wins Group B? You've got 88% of you voting for Canada here. I like to see it. I like to see it a lot. And in action across the World Juniors today, Czechia beat Finland 4-2. Switzerland beat Slovakia. So what am I reading into that? I guess Finland has to win outright in regulation. Is that correct? They have to win outright in regulation to take first place. Would that be how that works? I guess so. Probably. So, yeah, I actually will need James Duthie to explain all those outcomes to me here tonight, because my little pea-sized brain doesn't exactly compute all that while trying to talk about 180 words a minute. So I don't know, if you got anything to throw into the chat here, throw it on in. I mean, tonight's game available on TSN and CTV locally in Canada, so it'll be a different live stream, I'm sure, having that take place here tonight, with obviously an opportunity for probably more majority of the nation to tune in. I don't know, do you get CTV on the old bunny ears nowadays? I don't know even if you can still get the old bunny ears to work nowadays, but I hear rumors you still can. So the Winnipeg Jets, well, they're the worst team in the Western Conference in the NHL right now. They're on the television, and they're losing 2-0 to the Detroit Red Wings, currently on a shorthanded opportunity coming up ice here against the Red Wings, and that looked pretty emphatic of what the Winnipeg Jets have done so far this year. Boston, happy New Year's Eve to you as well, and friends, that's what I'm talking about. That's what it's all about tonight, just celebrating the end of 2025, celebrating what's going to be a fun medal round for the World Juniors, and what's going to be a really fun 2026 in the year that is possibly a triple gold year for Edmonton Oilers fans. World Juniors gold, yeah, Yeah. Canada at the Olympics and the Oilers winning the Stanley Cup. So could be a really fun year as a sports fan across Canada, and obviously specifically as an Edmonton Oilers fan. Would love to see the Oilers get the job done here in 2026. I think it's long overdue at this point after a year in 2025 that felt like a setback despite achieving almost the exact same results. However you want to put that, success, failure, or otherwise, that's up to you. But for the Canadian squad tonight, failure is not an option. They got to get this job done and really secure what will be an important position in the group stage by winning Group B. So obviously that remains to be seen, but we got to get the job done, and that'll be what this game here against Finland gets to determine for us here this evening. As we are rolling along, did I see the Canadians roster for the World Juniors? Is that what you're asking? Not World Juniors, sorry, the Olympics, Boston. Yes. Again, I really don't have any misgivings with the Canadian roster, knowing kind of it was going to be what it was, and knowing that Mark Stone likely won't be around to play in the Olympics because he'll be injured and on LTIR. And I think there's a whole bunch of other elements too with some other players where injuries could play a factor. So it'll be interesting to see which players continue to stay in the testing pool. That's the big part, the anti-doping testing pool for Team Canada. Whoever's available left in there as injury replacements, that is how things will get determined when we get to the Olympics in actual fashion. So yeah, we're rolling along here on the pregame, friends. Welcome to be along for the ride as we've got one of a kind tuning in from the Dominican Republic. Two Canadian boys hanging out down here, looking forward to streaming the big game. Team Canada, let's go. Hey, it's the big stage. It is the World Juniors New Year's Eve night. Always a special time across Canada. I mean, normally you've had some good matchups, right? USA, Russia, Finland. Those are typically the matchups for Team Canada at the New Year's Eve level. And this year it's Finland. And I will tell you, everything I've ever seen or the Finnish side coming into the live stream, it's always a good time. It's always fun. It's always a blast. And it gets heated sometimes. And really on the international stage, you don't usually see that. But Finland really likes beating us. And they've done her a few times over the last little bit. So we'll see how it shakes out here tonight against Finland for the World Junior squad in Canada. And obviously, as things tick on towards the Olympics, the Oilers on the up and up, no matter the result against the Boston Bruins here tonight, will, of course, take home first place in the Pacific Division before the end of the year and into the new year. Fun fact. That seems crazy, but it is truly a fun fact at this point, as those Edmonton Oilers, they've found a way to get the job done here in the last month of December. And tonight, if you can end it with a win, that would be absolutely phenomenal. As Ross is coming in from Adelaide, Australia as well, asking if I'll be live streaming the game on the channel. Unfortunately, I cannot live stream the game, friends. There's one major issue with that. Copyright is a huge thing on YouTube nowadays. You know, back 2 years ago even, the World Juniors were available on like 18 different YouTube channels at any given time, it felt like, during the course of this. Whereas the IIHF and TSN and the broadcasting partners of the World Juniors have decided to really clamp down on the copyright thing. And the best I can offer you is my play-by-play and my analysis and my goofy antics along the way. But I hope that at least gets you a little bit closer to the game, and we have something that we can all talk about as the game goes on. Like I said, waiting on my broadcast partner, Mikey V, to sneak in the door here and get on his couch here and get us going with what he's expecting out of the World Junior squad tonight. Famously saying he'll knows about 4 players, so that'll always be a good time for a little bit of analysis there from somebody who hasn't had much of an opportunity to watch, given he's been following the Oilers. Tough decision of this time of the year, but the Oilers have been a fun product to watch as well, so don't exactly blame them. As we are rolling now, what time is it? See, my time's blocked by the microphone here. 5:43 on the clock. You'll love to see it. You'll love to see it. And yeah, that's where we're at. And of course, Oilers Fanatic coming in. Dave as well, welcome in. Oilers Fanatic coming in. Where's the game? Well, I can't even make a smart remark about that. All I can do is make myself laugh. The shirts though, friends. Of course, if you watched the live streams earlier in the year, he would have caught the Pack the Pea Purple. This was the broadcast crew, myself, Patrick, and Dustin from Lakeland Streaming Services. We all got these shirts from Cross Iron Mills down at Foundry in Cross Iron. Some Dixons, some nice new Dixons for the boys on the broadcast there, and it's been fun so far, having an opportunity to find some chance to wear this, and tonight I figured it was a good opportunity, and, well, dudded out in purple for the World Juniors New Year's Eve edition. Love to see it. So we are rolling along on the broadcast tonight, friends, waiting for things to kick off over there on TSN around 6 o'clock, so we still got about 15 minutes to go until we even can start talking really truly about this game and what everybody on TSN knows about this evening's game, where we can actually start kind of analyzing some things and start chirping along together with each other as we watch the broadcast together. But Group B ultimately comes down to tonight for Canada. An outright win, I think, seals the deal, if I'm not mistaken. And for Finland, they're at risk, I believe, of finishing in third. If that is the case, Czechia will finish in second in the group if they find a way to just scrape together a win and Canada wins in regulation. Again, I'm trying to play all the math, all the scenarios, and I don't really think I'm doing it right. So my apologies if I tell you something wrong and then in 20 minutes correct myself here on the broadcast a little later on. So we're rolling along here tonight, friends. Again, if you want to stay tuned after the World Juniors for Edmonton Oilers coverage here on Dolynny TV, I'd be grateful for that. We're closing in on 20,000 subscribers here sometime in the new year, hopefully January, if not February. And would love to have you a part of that as we get closer and closer to absolutely doing some crazy things I never thought Dolynny TV itself would be capable of back in the day. Now, that said as well, if you haven't already left a like on the stream, we're only at 4 right now, so we're just waiting to get things going towards the game, obviously. So definitely leave a like. Let us know what's going on here tonight for you. Send a shout out to wherever you're viewing from, and obviously as well, just hang out and enjoy the pregame here as we roll along. John, good evening to you as we keep things going on to a commercial break between Detroit and Winnipeg. It'll be Team Canada, Team Finland, 6:40 puck drop this evening, so I need to reinforce that with you. The game will say 6:30 here on the screen on the stream. That is the scheduled game time. Again, they dropped the puck around 6:40. I still don't understand. I'd have to go to our World Juniors game and watch Team Canada play a game to fully, truly understand that. But that's just kind of where we're at the current moment is, we're going to be still about 55 minutes or so away from this game getting up and underway. You getting on here or what?
Getting on where?
Getting on the old live stream here. Well, no, let's get down on the couch here. Let's go. Oh, you're going to sneak. Yeah, you're not going to sneak. Oh, you're going to sneak there. There you go. Yeah, it's a little delayed. You'll be fine.
Oh.
The old feedback to myself is a little delayed. Mikey V getting set. The beer's in the fridge here in a moment, and then we'll get Mikey V on the broadcast here to get things rolling along for tonight's action. So, this evening, again, what I will caution you is the game will be available on CTV across Canada. So, TSN and Bell decided to do a little something special here tonight, and that's how we're actually able to watch the game again. Not everybody has sports packages, nor can you rely on them to do it, but hey, Bell and CTV clutch up. Get in here, Mikey V. Get in here. Let's go.
I'm just the fun drunk uncle.
Yeah, we don't mind that at all. All right. So what are we thinking when it comes to Team Canada at the World Junior level today on the night of the Olympic announcement? How do we think Team Canada is going to look against Finland?
Oh, my. I'm just going to throw a prediction out there. It's going to be 4-3 Finland.
Oh, really?
That's it. That's all.
Oh, geez. All right. Well, at least you heard it here first, I guess, that maybe the hope across Canadian fans not as high as you'd expect it to be based on just simply what
they'll lose on New Year's Eve, and then they'll win 3 straight in the
tournament?
playoff rounds. Yeah.
All right.
Simple as that.
So you were telling me earlier, how many Canadian players do you know on this squad this year?
Maybe 1. Well, I said 4, but Zane Parekh, because I hate the Flames. And I hope he becomes a complete bust of draft pick. Sorry, Flames fans, but that's my honest opinion. Or it's not an opinion, it's my hope. It's what it is. Yeah. We discussed that he'll be Bouchard 2.0, but I I hope offensively he's just not as gifted.
Well, hey, you know what?
He can have all those brain farts, and I think as far as future defensemen of the Flames, I think they owe us some blunders from the Bouchard level.
Hey, that's a fair assessment. I wasn't sure if you were just straight up tearing down Perek or
No, he's good. He's good. He's good on a
little
junior
bit of
level.
there. I like
Yeah,
that.
I hope he scores the golden goal in overtime of the finals this year.
Well, and that's the thing. Zane Perek has had himself a phenomenal tournament so far, and I think, friends, for those of you that have watched him, he's been a welcome addition to Team Canada being there this year. And I think as well, Gavin McKenna. Now, this is a question because Gavin McKenna is kind of one of the most divisive first-round overall picks we've seen in a long while.
Yeah.
At the consensus number 1 spot.
Is he consensus these days?
There you go. That's what the question is.
In my books, he probably is. But I think I've heard a lot of other, what's the other 2 guys there? I can't even remember.
Verhoff, who I don't know if he's in tonight for Canada or not. But
yeah, there's 2 other guys that they keep talking about on the radio at least or whatever. But yeah, all I know is McKenna. I'd go with him number 1. We'll go from there.
I think maybe from my analytical standpoint, just looking at kind of the player that McKenna is you better hope if you're the Flames, the Canucks, maybe the Winnipeg Jets, whoever ends up drafting them.
Jets will probably be drafting first overall.
If you get them, you better hope that you've got a Leon Draisaitl in your back pocket.
Yeah.
That's kind of where it looks like for him.
Okay, you don't think he could drive a team more or less?
Somebody's got to finish the play. And I know that, yes, he had the hat trick against Denmark, but you do realize what I just said. Hat trick against Denmark,
those
right?
games are irrelevant,
Yeah, exactly.
I would rather a guy step up in a big game situation than pile in a bunch of points against, I don't know, non-elite talent.
Well, and that's where if you get that Leon Draisaitl type player, Connor McDavid's a great player all in his own right.
Yeah.
But when you have a guy that can finish those slick passes Connor can make, man, does it double your chances just like that? So, you know, those 3 Canadian teams dwelling around the basement right now, and Winnipeg obviously just falling off the face of the earth the last 10 games.
Again, I can handle Winnipeg drafting first overall.
Yeah.
Back to being a Oiler homer.
Yeah. Well,
I hope the Flames fall as far behind in that draft lottery as possible. That's all
right in that mushy middle. That's the
spot. Whatever.
Yeah, 10 to 16.
Again, I haven't been following the draft, but all I keep hearing is that the entire first round is relatively strong. So they will get a decent player. I just hope they don't get an elite, top 10 future stud that we have in
somebody's
Connor.
got to replace Kadri.
No. Yeah. Well, he could be on the level as Kadri. I hope they draft a player that has the exact same career as Nazem Kadri. Yes, I will take that.
If there's a Stanley Cup in the wings for the Calgary Flames.
Well, no, they'll end up trading that player 7 years from now.
Okay, he's going to take the Toronto Maple Leafs back.
Yeah, he'll win a cup somewhere else.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, friends, we're going to take a look at the chat here. We've got Spradio there saying hi to Patrick, and I'm just looking here trying to figure out Lightning's comment. Well, let's see where we go. All right.
What is this? 10% of you got Finland. Finland's winning this hockey game. Guarantee. Mark Messier guarantee right there. 4-3.
Well, we're rolling along, friends, tonight. Of course, I do want to remind you, sorry, I'm going to have to keep being repetitive. You've watched enough live streams to know. I have to be repetitive. The game is available on TSN and, of course, CTV tonight, so a big night across the country. You should have multiple ways to tune in. Again, we're watching on CTV tonight. The first time, I think, in recent memory I've ever watched a game on CTV when it comes to
I've never watched hockey on CTV.
That'll be it'll be a TSN feed, obviously, but it'll be a completely different situation here as they try to double up on Canada this evening for TSN. Really, I think, maybe when it comes to the goaltending tonight, you're calling it a close game. Yeah. Is the edge in goaltending for Finland in your mind?
Again, I can't name any player off the finished roster.
No, I'm asking.
Yes, it always is. Goaltending is always elite.
But is that why you've got Finland over Canada tonight?
Yeah.
Like, is that the driving reason?
I just think their team is just the last couple of World Juniors has just been disappointing. So I'm just looking for kind of a choke job in a prime time spot.
Okay.
Yeah, and most of the tournament they really haven't shown much yet. So I think Finland's the next best team in this group, so it should be a tight one. So I'm just going with a little bit.
All right.
See, I bumped up to 12% on the poll here. See, I
Yeah,
like that
yeah,
2% that jumped on the wagon.
Yeah, getting some votes in there, friends. Right now at the top of the chat here on the live stream, 77 votes in. Canada winning Group B, 88%. Again, Finland literally needs to win in regulation and dummy some gold. I actually don't know if the math even works, but 12% for Finland tonight in terms of winning Group B is how the question's asked. But in terms of winning, you can use the poll just the same because, I mean, the math probably supports that. But Finland at 12% there at the top of the poll. Maybe once we get to the game, we'll reconfigure the poll and we'll go with straight up who wins.
That's right.
And I'll allow you to start the line of attack right from the start of the game. But yeah, maybe just a thought on tonight's Oilers-Bruins game.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Oilers are going to win tonight. That's another guarantee.
Well, that should be an easy one. Given
not an easy one, but
no.
They're on the road, right? They're in Boston.
The Oilers are in.
They're at home.
At home tonight. Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. Yeah.
Should be something there.
They'll probably be the heavy favorite on bet 365 or whatever. Whoa.
Betting advice.
No betting advice.
No betting
I'm
advice.
not Metcalf. No.
Okay.
I haven't placed a sports bet in 10 years. So.
All right. Yeah, the Oilers are at home to the Bruins at 7:30 tonight.
Right.
But we will not be live streaming or carrying the live stream forward. We got a party to get to. I guess maybe a little bit of the odds on over/under somebody not making it to midnight at our party tonight.
Well, me, because I got a flight to catch.
Well, this guy sell himself right down the river first shot.
Not because I'm puking on myself.
All right.
Yeah.
What maybe if we're putting odds as well? What time am I getting to bed this evening?
You 3:42.
3:42. That's
the over/under, and I'm going over.
That's I was there last year actually on New Year's Day, crawling into bed just shortly before 4 a.m. So
okay, that's some good odds right there.
What's happening here?
There's
Okay.
a lineup change.
The Bakersfield Condors here. The Bakersfield Condors. You want to hear about defense, friends? This is going to be interesting, as friends. Thank you for continuing the chat going. Anyway, the Bakersfield Condors lineup tonight as we await Canada versus Finland at 6:40. Howard, Szymanski, Hudson.
Oh,
that sounds promising. Poulin, Hamblin, Yarventi. That sounds promising. Clattenburg, Marhola, Griffith.
Oh, okay.
My God, that line's going to be a lot to contend with. Pitlick, Diamato, and Keppinen. Okay, good solid fourth line for the AHL anyway.
Yeah.
Here's the defense. Carfana, Aki, Millman, Brown, Inamoto, Feist.
A bunch of garbage, more or less, or what?
Well, the Oilers are currently paying one of those guys $1 million.
Yeah.
Guaranteed money.
Oh.
To sit at the AHL level.
Yeah.
In Josh Brown. And Bo Aki is about the only other thing that's relevant on that defense for the Bakersfield Condors tonight.
Well, that's okay.
Injuries, man, they derail hockey team seasons. You see what they did to the Oilers early on, and thank goodness for Team Canada this year. Let's maybe have that chat about Zane Parekh and Matthew Schaefer.
Yeah.
Where would have Team Canada been last year had Schaefer not been injured?
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. That's fair enough.
Right?
I guess the way he's jumped off the page, that's a good argument.
Fastest defenseman in NHL history to 25 points or something.
Yeah.
Some kind of weird stat like that came out yesterday or today. So for Team Canada, you're just hoping tonight, again, you win a game. I know you're not saying they are, but
no, I hope they are.
Hopefully tonight they win a
game.
Going
against the green.
And then you see if you can stay injury free through the medal rounds, because that's ultimately for Team Canada. It's all hands on deck here, as it has been throughout the tournament so far.
Yeah.
To win hockey games. So
if they start losing guys, then look out. Like I said, I feel we're falling as a nation as far as elite talent, and within this tournament where it was just a cakewalk, but maybe everybody else is just caught up.
Well, and that's the thing. Some other teams have really committed. Obviously, we talked for years about the boring Latvia system.
Hey, go Latvia.
That boring Latvia system is now a perfect Latvia system.
Yeah.
Like, there is not a gap in that play that Latvia runs now at the World Junior level. To lose in overtime against Canada 1 year before winning a shootout.
Yeah.
Whatever Latvia's been doing for the past 10 years in their hockey schools, their hockey systems.
Do they have
at
a bunch of
national
coaching,
level,
like Canadian coaches over there?
I don't know who they've
Yeah.
got, but man, whatever they've been doing, it is really starting to prove itself here. So, friends, again, tonight, if you're tuning in, the game will be available on TSN and CTV across Canada. Other than that, the NHL Network in the States, I think Fubo TV internationally, I actually have no clue. Nobody's actually given me really good information on that. But when it comes down to it, this channel will not be able to show the live stream here on Dolynny TV simply because of copyright issues. TSN, IIHF do not like you if you try to steal their live stream and rebroadcast it. And by the way, trying to rip a live stream off your television box is a whole nother thing in 2026 as well. So,
all you need is Dolynny TV and your bucks there. That's it. That's all.
well, we'll see how it goes tonight. As we're getting closer and closer, it's almost 6 o'clock. It is indeed actually 6 o'clock. Look at the things. So if you go over to the old television guide there, the old CTV Calgary, there's the IIHF World Junior Pregame show as they close out fireworks across the world. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
where's that at?
good luck sleeping tonight. It's going to be fireworks galore all across
Taiwan.
the world. Yeah, Taiwan just lights a whole building on fire, I guess, for New Year's Eve.
It's pretty
That's
legit.
interesting,
That's
yeah.
what they're doing in Crossfield, Alberta tonight. Yeah.
Man, the whole town might light on fire. As,
Just
yeah,
the props.
just the crops.
Yeah.
Well, I have seen on the old social medias there, somebody's got basically a whole back of their truck rigged out to fire off fireworks, so that'll be interesting as well there at about midnight when things start booming in the new year across the prairies here in Canada. But welcome on to the couch here in Crossfield, friends. Glad to have you. Team Canada, Team Finland, as we get things rolling here this evening for the World Juniors on New Year's Eve. Mikey V, I guess, again, that poll hasn't really moved in terms of splits. So maybe, again, if you want to appeal to your Finnish friends.
No, I'm sure this is just a Canadian-driven stream, so I'm sure I'll just I'll be on the other end of it. I like it. I like being the underdog.
All right, well, we'll see how it goes as Canada trying to avoid the upset that they've had the last 2 years at the tournament. Obviously, Latvia, Czechia last year. 2 years ago, Czechia. And Mikey V, I will tell you.
I think it's better to lose on New Year's Eve than the quarterfinals.
It is.
Yeah,
I would just love to have a regulation game where Canada doesn't stress us out and we can walk over to the party. Well, I'll drive you. I don't want to walk across town. It's a nice night out there, but I don't want to walk across town. And then, end up just partying a little bit, get you home, get you on your flight in the morning, and then get to bed at about 4 this morning or tomorrow morning, whatever it is, tomorrow
3:42.
morning. Well, I got to go over. You said you're taking the over, so
Right.
4 o'clock.
3:44.
As Canada, Finland here tonight, as they'll try and entertain us on a New Year's Eve in which the Edmonton Oilers drop the puck at 7:30 as well.
Yes.
Mountain time, by the way. This is all Mountain time we keep talking about. So my apologies if I'm screwing you up and saying 7:30 and now it's 7:30 in Central Time, whatever the case might be. I don't know how math works, okay? I'm a talker. That's my strength. I do know numbers somewhat well, but not in terms of time zones as well as I should. Mikey V. Maybe again, we look at Zane Prek, Gavin McKenna,
Yeah.
Porter Martone, the captain.
Right. Yeah.
The goaltending for Canada.
Who's even starting this
Well,
game?
that we'll find out here shortly. But give me both good and bad. What's going to be the reason Canada wins, and what's going to be the reason Canada loses tonight against
See,
Finland?
you have legitimate questions, but I haven't been watching this tournament as closely as you.
Well, I mean, you're not sitting here.
Legitimate or not concerns, but a reason to be hopeful for Canadian victory. It's just depth and talent, and yeah, they're always going to be the favorite, I think, against any nation, right? But as far as how the Canadian juniors have done over the past years, I'm just not hopeful. I just
Hey,
have little faith in this.
Yeah.
They'll probably end up winning the gold because I said all this, and that's good. I want Canada to win, right? But
Well, you see, it's 2026 in Dubai over there. It's 2026 across
Paris,
half
yeah.
the world. Yep, Paris. I think even the UK's ushered in the new year already. So we're about set for what is going to be one heck of a night for hockey here on Dolynny TV, friends. Glad to have you aboard for what Canada should be able to do in terms of an incredible night against Finland. I think, 6:40 puck drop this evening. The game available on TSN and CTV tonight, so keep that in mind. If you're stressed out about not being able to watch the game here on YouTube, check your local CTV listing. I know CTV, how does that even exist in the year 2026? I've seen that comment already once, but yeah, it does still exist. So, that's where we find ourselves. Mikey V, we're going to take a quick time out here to get some water. You've got a pop in your hand there, but fortunately I don't. Friends, if you haven't already hit that subscribe button here on Dolynny TV,
like and subscribe.
Make sure to do that here tonight. I'll be right back with some more content in a minute. All right, friends, well, let's get back to it. The Canadian squad takes on Finland this evening here shortly in about 35 minutes' time. Glad to have you aboard for the ride. This is Dolynny TV. It's been my pleasure to have the World Juniors all the way through for you so far for Canada. A little bit against Sweden and Slovakia there earlier in the tournament. But again, if you're looking for the live stream this evening, Canada will be broadcast on TSN and CTV, so I feel like a lot of you should be able to find where to watch this evening's game, and unfortunately, again, due to copyright and stuff, cannot show it here. So if you haven't had a chance yet to like the stream, if you've been enjoying the pregame banter, and we'll try and get Mikey V back on during the first period of the intermission, we'll see, as he gives me the eyeballs and says, "What, me, really?" But yeah, we're gonna see how this shakes out here on this evening's broadcast. So Canada Group A, so Canada, Finland can win Group A with a regulation win against Canada. Or Group B, but Canada would get a point.
Yeah, but then they would be tied.
It would come down to goal differential. I don't know how that all shakes out. No. It might, though. So Mikey V coming up with, if Finland beats okay, that gets all really complicated quick. I don't want to try and math that out yet. Let's just beat Finland in either overtime or in regulation. That'd be great. As Gavin McKenna on the ice in warm-up there for Team Canada this evening, friends. It's going to be a heck of a hockey game tonight, Canada-Finland. Again, if you got any questions or anything, let me know in the comments section. Mikey V, you've done a good job. You've gotten it up to 114 votes on the poll and 14% for Finland now. So there you go. Keep that in mind there, friends, as we continue along here on tonight's broadcast. Glad to have you from the couch in Crossfield. You know, normally, typically, if you're a regular viewer here on the channel, we'd have the studio behind all the Oilers jerseys, the Team Canada jersey, all that good stuff. Unfortunately, not available tonight as old Dolynny TV hits the road to take care of the old Connor Bears there. So we'll see how that ends up working out here as this goes now. Just quickly math the note here. We're looking good to start the live stream, so appreciate everybody hanging out so far here on the broadcast this evening. We are about 33 minutes away from puck drop between Canada and Finland in a game in which, again, you're expecting a disappointment at some point from Team Canada, as Mikey V was alluding to on the pregame here a moment ago. Well, simply, this would be the moment for Canada. Again, it looks like it's going to be a pretty cushy quarterfinal matchup. So, you know, the medal round, it's going to be a little cushy here for Team Canada if they win this one. So that's where maybe the disappointment comes now to make the job all that much more difficult in just a matter of a few days, as I believe the quarterfinals take place on Friday. Guess who's got the day off? That's awesome. That's legit. I love it. And here as we go with this evening, Team Canada trying to avoid that disappointment, make it really cushy going into the quarterfinals, and get the job done to advance at least to a minimum of either the bronze or gold medal game at the end of the day after playing the semifinal game. So rolling now, 32 minutes till puck drop between Canada and Finland. I think it's been an absolutely fun time, an absolute blast this year to have the World Juniors back on the channel for another time. This is obviously Team Canada is always a great time to watch at the World Juniors, and obviously as well a great time to broadcast this time of year for the Oilers. If you're tuning in from an Edmonton Oilers fan perspective, Aaron, good evening to you. The Oilers, what are they doing? Well, they are rocking and rolling into New Year's Eve. First place in the Pacific Division. They will roll into the new year no matter the result this evening against the Boston Bruins in first place. You absolutely love to see that from an Edmonton fan perspective. And now, obviously, as well, you've set up what could be a very special 2026 here for Oilers fans, where Canada, Edmonton, World Juniors gold, Olympic gold, Oilers Stanley Cup. Call it. It'd be absolutely fantastic to see, and Mikey V is fired up for that as well. So, now, Mikey V, do you want to remind everybody what you were saying about Finland there a moment ago?
Which one? That they're going to win this hockey game?
Well, speak up a little bit. Oh, he's a little quiet now over there in the corner. So that's where we find it as well, guys. Obviously, for Team Canada here tonight, an opportunity to really get the job done again. Not usually at this point of the live stream do we have 100 of you along for the ride, so I think we're turnstiling several of you minute by minute. So what I will caution again, this evening's game, if you're looking to watch it, is available on TSN and CTV. So that's the big thing tonight. TSN allowing their sister company CTV to broadcast the game nationally across Canada for a huge matchup on a New Year's Eve at the World Juniors between Finland and Canada. And maybe a little bit of a different story here on the YouTube live streams than maybe I'm used to, as the game will be available nationally on more of a publicly available channel, I think, as well. I guess, you'd have the CTV app, you'd have, CTV on Prime Video, you'd have it all on all the streaming services. Yeah, this is going to be an absolute wild go to see how streaming on CTV and broadcasting on CTV changes the element for TSN. I know that CTV, obviously, through TSN, has the rights to the NFL games. So to say that, on Saturday this upcoming weekend, when you have the semifinals, or Sunday if the semifinals are Sunday, to say that you will have the games on CTV, maybe not as likely there. So we'll see how it goes. But Pass is going for the Montreal Canadiens to win the Stanley Cup. Once upon a time I knew somebody that would love to see that happen. Not exactly if that's still the hope. You don't keep up with people over the span of a lot of years. Maybe the allegiance has changed, but some things die hard, and especially Habs fans, fandom for their team dies hard. So I doubt that's the case, as I still believe, despite the comment, that the Edmonton Oilers will win the Stanley Cup here in 2026. I've believed that since 2018, so here's hoping. As we continue along on the pregame, friends, we've got 28 minutes until we're there. Of course, if you are new to the channel and you want to stay tuned to see if the Oilers do indeed win that Stanley Cup, would love to have you. Hit that subscribe button here on Dolynny TV. Would be fantastic to have you along for the ride for the rest of the World Juniors as well. And of course, closing in here at the end of 2025 on a milestone in 2026, which will be absolutely unbelievable, that being 20,000 subscribers, currently sitting at 18,840. So thank you to everybody that's hit that subscribe button throughout the World Juniors, and obviously as well tuned in to the videos here during the holiday break. It's absolutely been awesome to have you along for those rides so far. And as we take a look here at what we're rolling and rocking, I have to say I've had a funny little occurrence here. I don't know how well most of you know how YouTube works, but typically a video from over 9 years ago, when you've done YouTube as long as I have, doesn't have its best day ever on the second to last day of 2025. A video uploaded in February of 2016, but it's hilarious there that, simply it comes down to, for the Summer of '69 lyrics video I did way back in the day, and it's just me talking just like this over top of the lyrics of Summer of 69, that we are going to see that have its best finish to the year ever. So that's fun, but absolutely awesome to, see things popping up on the channel that you don't normally do. So, like I said, it's been a good holiday season. I'll take that as a good sign, and also take the fact that Team Canada plays Finland at 6:30 for what is going to be the group here at the World Juniors level this year in Group B. So, excited for that. Glad to have you. And sorry if I'm yammering on. Of course, there's a lot of time to kill here. As Aaron, I'd be happy with any Canadian team, as I was 10 the last time any Canadian team won it. That right there, Mikey V. Right there for you as well, some sentiment. The last time...
Oh, it was Canadian.
Yeah, but the last time a Canadian team won, you were just a mere child.
Well, I was 8 years old, yeah.
Yeah, playing some N64.
N64 wasn't even out yet.
Oh, okay. What were you playing?
Super Nintendo.
Super Nintendo.
Yeah,
Hey.
Griffey Jr.
Hey, okay.
Yeah.
Super Mario World, one of the best all time. No?
Yeah, it's super. Yeah, it's a very good game for SNES, but it was more Ken Griffey Jr.
All right. I guess, lucky groups of people that got to watch Ken Griffey Jr.
James Bond, 007, yeah.
Okay. I actually don't know the Nintendo era of console gaming all too well. My apologies. Super Smash Bros. On the Wii, maybe? I don't know.
Yeah.
Now I'm dating myself in the absolute wrong direction for probably the majority of my audience. That said, friends, welcome aboard to Dolynny TV. Glad to have you aboard here this evening. Team Canada takes on Finland for the New Year's Eve game at the World Juniors. Again, the game will be available on CTV and TSN across Canada tonight. So if you don't have the sports package, you're on CTV. If you have the sports package, you're on TSN because you were probably already watching something else on TSN this evening. So good on you. But let's talk about Team Canada 2026. They're already calling it a team for the ages here, Mikey V. Sidney Crosby, Sam Reinhart, Connor McDavid, Brad Marchand, Bo Horvat, Mitch Marner, Mark Stone, Braden Point, Brandon Hagel, Tom Wilson, Anthony Cirelli, Nick Suzuki, Nathan McKinnon, Macklin Celebrini. The defense, we don't even have time to get to. But guess who's on your television set right now? The all-time favorite of one of my best friends right now. You know what? Absolutely love her. You'll love her. But anyway, her favorite player, Jerome McGinley. You know, I know very few people that in 2025 have Jerome McGinley as their home screen on their phone. But there is one. There is at least one person, the two-time Olympic gold medalist, Jerome McGinley, gets to be on the cover of somebody's phone. So, fun fact there for you. And, bailing on the party tonight, she is too. So, lame duck. Anyway.
What's the fun in that?
Right? 24 minutes to go until the World Juniors kick off. Canada versus Finland for the nightcap here on New Year's Eve. Friends, to those of you, hey, we had somebody tuning in from Australia, and I didn't even wish them a Happy New Year. What the heck am I doing? To those of you anywhere across the, Atlantic Ocean, going east from here on the prairies in Canada, Happy New Year to you. 2026, hope it's treating you well. Hope Team Canada finds a way to get the job done here at the World Juniors for you. Or maybe Finland. Hey, Finland's watching this game next year already. Yeah. Look at that. That's absolutely unreal. They already probably know how this one played out. I'm not sure that's how time zones work. But hey, that's okay. As it's going to be a fun night. And obviously for those of you staying up late this evening in Finland, glad to have you aboard. Of course, you know, I'm a friendly Canadian guy, and I'm not going to necessarily run Finland out of the live stream anytime too fast. Some of those Finnish fans over the years have been my absolute favorite as we conversate along through the live stream. So, right now, your poll there, Mikey V, continues to slip. We've been live for 48 minutes, and you're bouncing now. Between 14 to 13% of the vote. No. You were at 14 5 minutes ago. So you're slipping here. Oh yeah, let's get going. We'll maybe take a TV timeout and get you back on here. But friends, glad to have you aboard for the ride here on the channel tonight. Well, you know what? It makes me feel a lot less self-conscious about my terrible decision to shave the beard here. Nobody's made mention of that yet. So first thing Mikey V did is
Look at
that duster. That duster looks good. Figured, I got nobody to impress on New Year's Eve, and hey, at the end of the day, spice things up. A little matter of conversation around the old garage here. why'd you choose the duster for New Year's Eve, right? I think we're going to have a ton of fun.
Ladies love it.
Ah, man. No ladies love this cute squirrel, but that's okay. Yeah, man. You imagine running some kind of dating contest show here on Dolynny TV?
Well,
the unbridled
that's
chaos?
next to your
Woo!
cards.
What the heck could we do here? Art, welcome aboard. I'm glad to have you along. We're rolling here this evening on the broadcast. Canada plays Finland on TSN and CTV across Canada here in a matter of a few moments, about 21 and a half of them, in fact, as we get closer to what should be a heck of a hockey game tonight. Again, friends, if you haven't had a chance to hit that subscribe button, I think you've gotten a pretty good personal taste about what Dolynny TV is all about. Maybe not even this personal during the Oilers videos, but definitely would love to have you hit that subscribe button. Closing in on 20,000, 18,840 on Dolynny
through
TV.
The quads and into the gymnasium.
What?
Yeah, at 20K.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. We're up to 18,846. Friends, I'm going to step aside just a mere moment here, refill the water cup. We'll have to do that heavily here. And, of course, take a quick intermission time out here. I guess to say, how's your weather on New Year's Eve, friends? Welcome to Dolynny TV. Glad to have you aboard here tonight as Canada takes on Finland in this year's New Year's Eve match at the World Juniors. It's been an absolute pleasure to watch this team so far through games 1 through 3 of the round robin, preliminary round, whatever the heck they call it nowadays. But absolutely going to be an electric night against Finland here at the World Juniors this evening. I think from a Canadian standpoint, a disappointment here might be expected at this point, but also a win would be much needed to win Group B. So Canada versus Finland, looking back at that one there, the Mason McTavish swat out of midair on the goal line, and then the goal coming back the other way and winning it for Canada. What an absolute win that was at the juniors. What was that, 2023 now, all the way back then? My goodness, what an absolute ride it's been for Canada the last 2 years. Struggling to get going. I forgot my water cup. Mike, how did I forget my water cup?
What's that?
How did I forget my water cup? What am I doing? Squirrel! Hey, what do you do? What do you do though, right? You forget your water cup, you forget your water bottle upstairs. At least I don't have to climb stairs all night tonight. Oh man, you know how many miles I'm going to save on this live stream this evening? Love to see it. As well, guess what? Sweden beats the U.S. 6-3. They win Group A over there in St. Paul, Minnesota. So that's a huge thing. The U.S. dropping the game against Sweden.
Ooh.
Yeah, crazy, right? Crazy.
Good to see.
Good to see. As again, friends, for those of you tuning in, I will not be showing the live stream here. It is copyright of the IIHF TSN. I know. I wish. You imagine the numbers. I think I'd pull all right numbers here on the channel to begin with. You imagine the numbers I could pull.
Yeah, one of those YouTube ones that we could.
Man, mansion out in Banff, just sitting there loaded. Life would be great if I could broadcast the feed TSN provides with all their millions of dollars. But that's not the case. I can't show you the game. It's unfortunate, but it is kind of where it is. So Aaron's saying that that's not the final between Sweden and the USA. I guess there's 12 minutes. Maybe I counted my chickens before they hatched there. My apologies. But we're closing in on puck drop here. We are at 6:24. We're 16 minutes away from puck drop here this evening between Canada and Finland. And Mikey V, we are absolutely roasting along here on the live stream this evening. By the way, we're an hour and 12 minutes away from puck drop between the Oilers and the Bruins. You want to yell in a prediction for the Oilers over the Bruins tonight?
Connor, 3 points.
Oh, the point streak stays alive.
Yeah.
Connor, another 3 points against the Bruins. How absolutely electric would that be as Gavin McKenna gets the interview alongside Kenzie Lalonde here tonight at the World Juniors. And projected first overall pick in the 2026 draft. He has 7 points through 3 games. Of course, picked up a whole bunch of points there against Denmark. So maybe a little skewed for those of you that don't believe he is what he is hyped up to be. And maybe I put myself in that camp a little bit there.
A lot of underage superstars or like the Connors and the Sids completely blew these tournaments out of the water, right? Very good, don't get me wrong, but
well, that's fair. I mean,
Connor Bedard, besides Connor Bedard, yeah.
Well, now that's kind of where it gets skewed maybe a little bit against Gavin McKenna.
About these other generation guys that they really even what did Macklin Celebrity do at this tournament? Did he ever win a gold medal?
Yeah, I don't know. What was he? Was he the 24? I guess he would have been 2024, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
Losing to Czechia.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
yeah, I guess so. So we got Mike Johnson on the TV right now, friends. Again, reminder, if you're looking for the broadcast feed of this game, TSN or Big Or tonight, CTV across Canada. If you got basic cable, if you got the bunny ears, whatever the heck is the most basic uniform piece of television you can find in Canada in 2025, and maybe this is why I'm not in media anymore and doing YouTube instead, whatever you can find is the most basic means to get a broadcast. It's probably on there because you probably get CTV. What is it? CTV, CBC, and the French channel?
CTV
Yeah,
sure.
yeah. It's
I have a basic package just with Sportsnet right there. There we go.
Yeah, so we are good to go, friends, as it'll be available on CTV for you. You're well covered. For those of you outside of Canada this evening, the NHL network in the States is the best it's going to get for you, or Fubo TV is what I keep hearing. I actually don't even know what Fubo TV is, but I have heard a ton about it in the first 2 games of the World Juniors this year. So glad to have everybody aboard as we close in on 6:30 here, which is the official broadcast start, but Dale Hunter getting things rolling here on the broadcast this evening with Mark Masters as Team Canada set up for what should be an absolute thriller here tonight against the Finnish side. Glad to have you aboard for the ride here on Dolynny TV this evening. I'm going to get comfortable. Look at this. I don't usually get to lounge on the couch during a broadcast. We're going to lounge on the couch during the broadcast here tonight as Sam Poulin has scored his first as a Bakersfield Condor. Breaking news on the shorthanded goal for the Condors there. You'll love to see it. So there we have it. We are getting closer and closer. By the way, Matthew, welcome in. Sorry, I answered your question without saying hi. As for Team Canada this evening, Finland, how pesky can they be, right? I talked about it while you were on your beer run, Mikey V.
Oh, yeah.
Talking about it, they're saying, Finland, you can be up 4-1 in the final 5 minutes of the third period. Finland will be there at the end of the game. They will be there, whether losing by a goal on about 12 shots in the last minute, or Finland will be there. 4-4, forcing you to overtime on a final 20-second goal. They're showing the highlights there of Hayes and the little heated matchup against Finland there back in the summer. Yeah, that's a highlight I forgot existed. I almost forget some things with how much hockey happens nowadays, but absolutely glad to have you along for the ride here tonight, friends, on the Dolynny TV broadcast. Canada ready to rock and roll in Minneapolis, Minnesota at the 3M at Mariucci Arena. And the Brampton Steelheads got postponed due to weather. There you have it. That's the update from Aaron, as I feel like there's a whole bunch of weather happening in Ontario. How's the weather in Ontario, Mike? Good, bad, otherwise?
I thought it was okay. It's getting better here. That's all that matters.
That's all that matters. The weather being better in Alberta this time of year, specifically when a guy's got to drive around after midnight and get everybody home, that is all that matters. Again, not to minimize what Aaron's saying about games getting postponed or canceled, but is kind of the par for the course here. When the weather is good in Alberta at the end of the year to start the year, that's always a positive sign. And hey, I'm taking it as such tonight. So we're rolling what should be a fun live stream here tonight. Glad to have you along for the ride. If you're just tuning in, again, that poll, hey, Mikey V, we keep our eyes on that poll. 174 votes now tallied. Who wins Group B? Very, very slim chances for Finland, but still, I think the Finnish side aren't going to get deterred by that for voting for it, and they've now crept it up to 16% of the vote there for you, so we love to see that. Hey, what do you say, hey? Let's go. As, things are rolling along here on the broadcast tonight. Glad to have everybody along for what should be an absolute electric factory of a hockey game. We are almost to 6:30. The broadcast puck drop is, of course, 6:40. So play-by-play will start here in a few minutes' time. But stay tuned as we get rolling here. We're rocking, actually. Up almost 100 hours on the pregame. So thank you to everybody for hanging out. I've actually been really surprised how much everybody's wanted to hang out on the pregame. So appreciate that. Of course, if you've tuned into the Gillis TV broadcast as well, the old compatriot channel there, glad for that. He's been absolutely fantastic as we're rolling here for what should be a big game. Canada, Finland. Can they get? What are you drinking there? Wild?
No, it's just
they changed the can.
New can.
Wild Rose changed the can of their raspberry ale.
Yeah.
My goodness.
Sign me up.
Wow.
Breaking news.
That is breaking news in the highest fashion in Alberta, specifically Canada, somewhat. I'm sure everybody else across Canada loves the old Wild Rose as well, but that's unheard of. They've had that same Wolf can, Fox can, whatever it is, for how many years now? Is he still on there?
Yeah, he's still hanging out.
Oh, good. Old Mr. Fox is still hanging out.
He's like a superhero now.
Oh, well, I mean, Wild Rose Raspberry Ale, even as a guy that doesn't drink, that's a superhero's beer right there. Just saying. All right, we're closing in on puck drop here tonight, friends. It is officially 6:31 across Canada, and of course that means that, if there's any of those weird half-hour time zones somewhere kind of near Europe or in the middle of the Atlantic, somebody new is celebrating the new year as well. Newfoundland, well, they're at 10 o'clock. They got 2 hours. They'll watch this game end in 2026, as typically will a lot of folks out on the East Coast as well. So we'll see how this goes. We got Courage by the Tragically Hip, the goal song, leading us into the broadcast portion of tonight's hockey game, friends. Glad to have you aboard here on Dolynny TV this evening. My absolute pleasure to entertain you here as we get things rolling for tonight's game and keep you up to date with all things Canada, Finland on a New Year's Eve. Oh, geez. Battling the sneezes as well today. Might be a little bit allergic to all the Lego roaming around the house, hey?
That's right.
What do you say? As we get things rolling to what should be a great one from the couch here in Crossfield. This, I must say, has to be the most wild broadcast situation I've ever had. Corner of a couch, arm up, coffee cup in hand, Canada, Finland,
magic.
World Juniors. All I got to do is drive you across town to the New Year's Eve bash our friends are hosting tonight. Sean and Nash doing a great job hosting for a second year in a row. Life's going to be great. Looking forward to an absolute pleasure of an evening here, and of course getting everybody home safe. And that is where I have to say, friends, I got 140 of you along live here right now. I know you're hoping to see Canada versus Finland, TSN or CTV. That's all I can tell you there. What I do need to caution you right now, specifically if you're out or you're going out after the game, get home safe. Don't be dumb. Don't drive drunk. And of course, if you got a buddy who drives you sober around all the time,
you need a Dolynny TV.
Yeah, you just make sure to take good care of him and don't puke in his car tonight, okay? That's all I'm asking. His or hers? Actually, his or hers. Sorry, I should caution that. As we get towards the broadcast portion here, Team Canada ready to rock and roll what will be an absolute incredible game this evening. And here we have it. Bibels? Actually, I'm trying to figure out what my friend from Finland's telling us. It's minus 22 Celsius in Finland this evening.
Oh, well, it was like that here all last week.
Yeah, it was pretty bad here as well last week on the prairies in Canada. We had waking up on, was that Boxing Day morning? No, it was
Christmas
the
was
28th. It was the 28th. Waking up the morning of the 28th. It was minus 36 with the wind chill. Life kind of sucked. But London, England, ringing in the new year. New Year's Eve 2026 on the channel. Friends, glad to have you aboard. It's an absolute ripper of a time here. James Duthie on the panel. We are about, 6 minutes away from this game getting underway. And it has been an absolute pleasure to have you along on the pregame here tonight. Thank you for hanging out. We're closing in on what should be a heck of a hockey game this evening against Finland. Canada-Finland in 6 minutes time. Again, CTV, TSN across Canada. That's where you're going to find the game this evening. Again, apologies that this is a rather unprofessional setup for the broadcast this evening. The best I can do given the circumstances. Connor Bears there needs somebody to take care of him, so we'll take care of him.
Love it.
And Gord Miller and Mike Johnson get us set with the roadmap to tonight's hockey game. It's going to be a blast this evening against Finland, that's for sure. Mikey V, again, loud and proud for the Finnish side. What do you got?
4-3 final.
4-3 final for Finland. Mikey V on the pregame earlier talking about things here. So I think as well, if you're a Canadian fan, you're hoping, you're looking, you're expecting more out of the top line for Team Canada. They had a little bit of a response there in the game against Denmark, but I caution you, that's a game against Denmark, so I don't want to disparage the good Denmark hockey nation, but again, Team Canada against Denmark, that's been historically lopsided. Finland, Canada has historically started getting a heck of a lot closer here recently and over probably the past 10-15 years, so I don't want to take anything away from Finland tonight, and I want to make sure we're being careful out there in the top line. Doing their job would be absolutely very crucial to that. Top four teams advance to the quarterfinals. Finland can win the group if they defeat Canada in regulation. That is hence why the poll is what it is. And I feel like some of you are tuning in from Finland here all of a sudden. Mikey V, again, a check on the votes. 217 votes on the poll so far. It's an 80-20 split now.
Oh, we're moving up.
Oh, there you have it. Team Canada slipping in the poll. Finland starting to get closer and closer as things go. I guess to those of you back home, I'll ask you the question I asked Mikey V moments ago. The question is tonight the night Canada disappoints at the 2026 World Juniors? Everything on the table. Group B, at least for now, the winner on table between Canada and Finland. Does Canada disappoint tonight in the New Year's Eve matchup? Let me know in the comments section here as we continue on. Canada doing the march towards the rink here. They got to skate across another rink. That has got to be the most hoopy thing I've ever seen. How do you have a sideways rink and then into the end of another rink? That is wild. The University of Minnesota, maybe that's a bucket list thing that I have to go do, is watch a game at Minnesota's rink and go check things out there to just try, just from my basic pea-sized brain, try to understand how their rinks work at the University of Minnesota. Now again, finding parking that probably doesn't cost $40 would be another trick of the trade there as well. So we'll see how it goes. Cole, are they playing after the Sweden game? No. So if the Sweden game is not done in the next 3 minutes, we will still have puck drops. So don't worry about that. There's two arenas in use at the World Juniors. There's the Minnesota Wild's home rink in St. Paul, and then of course you got the Minneapolis rink, which is the University of Minnesota rink. So that's where Team Canada has been this entire tournament thus far, and that's where they will continue to be here this entire tournament thus far. So this evening in Minneapolis, Team Canada takes to the ice as things get rolling here for the World Juniors 2026 New Year's Eve nightcap on Dolynny TV. Glad to have you along for the ride again, friends. If you've enjoyed the pregame portion and you want to stay subscribed, definitely consider hitting that subscribe button. Would love to have you. as a regular viewer on the channel, somebody who tunes into the Oilers coverage and all the other random BS that happens here on the channel throughout the year. So definitely thank you for doing that. We're up over 18,850 subscribers here this evening. And now here's Canada's checklist, things to do in Group B. See, they haven't updated this since the win against Latvia. Avenge the loss to Latvia, execute dignified blowout of Denmark, and then the final task at hand, beat Finland again? That is the question. Can they do it here this evening? We'll find out. And as well, friends, the live stream of the game available on TSN's website, or, of course, there's a fee on that, or broadcast across Canada on TSN and CTV this evening. So keep that in mind. Would love to have you be able to watch the game if you can find a CTV feed, whether that be on your Prime TV, whatever you call it. It'll be available to you on CTV as well this evening. So Canada versus Finland. Well, Mikey B, are we set for puck drop or what here between Canada and Finland in what should be a very impactful game? Canada on the ice. Carter George, the starting goaltender for Team Canada this evening. The 3M Arena at Mariucci and Minneapolis, Minnesota, as they are the hosts for the World Juniors this year, by the way, if I haven't mentioned that 1.5 million times. The referees for tonight's matchup, John Linder, Rocco Stakowiak, oh my goodness, that's a handle. Matthew Heinen, and a Czech official. So 3 Americans, 1 Czech. That's really, at the end of the day, all that matters for you here this evening. Petteri Rimpinen, the starting goaltender for Finland, 2-1 record, 132 goals against average, 907 save percentage. Carter George, 2-0, 300 goals against average, 870 save percentage. His numbers may not look great, but like Stuart Skinner sometimes, he's the backbone of why you're here. Lauri Mikkola, the head coach for Finland, the head coach Dale Hunter for Team Canada. Let's do this, friends. We are ready to rock and roll for a huge game here on the broadcast tonight. Canada versus Finland face off at center ice, as Canada will send out the Baudouin line to take the face off here. Denoye and of course Sam O'Reilly out there on the wings as this one gets underway right here, right now. Puck is down. Finland wins it back off the draw to the near side boards, out of their zone rather quickly, up the ice and into the Canadian end. At the blue line, skating towards the net. The shot blocked in front by Canada, and here's Denoye with the puck. Denoye across the line over to Sam O'Reilly. He'll shoot a puck from the outside. Goes wide and back to the blue line near side for Aitchison. Drifts a shot on net that deflects up over top on a crazy hop. And just like that, Canada, their first chance towards the net in the game here, as this one picked up now by Danford over to Aitchison. Aitchison will fire it in to the zone against Finland, off of the glass out of play. We'll have a stoppage with just 36 seconds gone. We're off and running here tonight, friends. Glad to have you along this evening. As Melly going for Canada, as well as Angela. Glad to see everybody in the chat here. Of course, if you haven't voted in the poll, make sure to do that. The face-off will be to the right of Rimpinen here for Finland, as Porter Martone and the top line of Canada come out to take the draw in what will be 30 seconds into the game. Actually, the face-off will come outside of the zone, still to the right of Rimpinen. Jet Luchenko, Cole Reshny, and Braden Coots, the extra fourth line, as well as Carter Bear, the 14th forward here, is Cameron Reid, Zane Parekh on the top line for Canada, and they are out there right now as Parekh turns over the puck in the neutral zone. Martone trying to recover for Reid. Reid skates into it there for Canada. He'll go in behind his own net and look for an option out from behind the net. We've almost passed the first 50 seconds of this, the first period of play between Canada and Finland, as this one comes up now through the neutral zone. Canada sees it knocked down by Finland, and they will play him much tougher on zone entries. That much I can assure you than Denmark did. Ginla trying to get out of the zone. Martone trying not to turn over the puck, and Canada ultimately away here as they'll get across the Finnish blue line. Their shot! The goal! Zane Parekh, Mikey B's boy, finds the back of the net to make it 1-0 for Canada. Just like that, the first official shot of the game finds the back of the net, and the Canadians are on the board here early on in tonight's hockey game. Oh my goodness. Do you want to explain that one more time? What was it?
Snipe.
My goodness, Zane Parekh, what a shot on goal. And there you have it. Brian, welcome aboard. Glad to hear that The knees are starting to take a little bit of a turn for the better, I hope there. That's about as far as I read the comment. But Zane Parekh, the goal, finds the back of the net to open the scoring. And I mean, hey, Canada just avoided turning that puck over in the neutral zone, and then Parekh able to wire it home. That's the beauty, that's the power of making less mistakes. So here we go. We have this one down as we see Art and T and Quaddy coming to the chat. Carter George gloves the puck down off the dump in from the neutral zone by Finland. Finland now at the point here. The one-timer through traffic goes up over top of the net. George just simply watches it bounce off of the end netting and come back down into play. Zane Parekh, I mean, you've watched his highlights here all tournament. He has been absolutely unbelievable for Canada, finding the back of the net, 4 times now. And just like that, the 4th one in this game, an unreal unload from the far side, face-off, dot pass, Limerimpinen. And now Canada, they've got a 1-0 lead on one shot. Maintaining that'll be the question of the rest of the tournament, maybe. The direction, anyway. Is this one out from behind the Canadian net. This flip to the middle of the ice for Brady Martin and Michael Haig, as Haig's trying to load this up now for Gavin McKenna. He tried to overpass that puck. It scrambles into the far side corner. Finland will dump this down into the neutral zone. Nice play there by Brunick, is able to turn it back into the finish end. Is that nice and called? No, it isn't. Pure rain, and comes up with the puck for Finland as he'll pick it up and roll up now the near side to the far side wall in front of the Canadian bench. Finland's across the blue line, offside, and we'll have a stoppage in play just like that here with a 1-0 lead for Canada. Man, I told you it was going to be a great day when we had those steak sandwiches, right? My goodness. Well, I had the steak sandwich. Mikey V had the clubhouse. Old man at heart there. Nothing wrong with the clubhouse, though.
It's quite delightful.
As Captain Canada there in the old stands.
F-bombs,
Yeah, he's ready to rumble. He's about set for Avengers Doomsday, I'd say. As this one's picked up off the draw outside of their own zone by Canada. Across the blue line, Jet Luchenko chips it down in the near side corner. Off the end wall, trying to battle out one there. Finland will see it roll off the end wall and come free inside their own zone to the far side bench as they bat it off the bench wall and deep inside Canadian territory off the end wall now. Canada trying to regroup this puck, picking it up is Reshny. Reshny bounces it off that end wall, and Canada will flip out into the neutral zone, knocking it down, taking it along the near side wall. Canada away from Finland in the neutral. Reshny again, the man to rescue the puck as Canada will work up along that bench side wall again. Tip in on the backhand. Canada going for the big hit there. O'Reilly misses his mark, and now Canada gets a jolt there against Finland. And how about possession as well inside their own blue as this one's tipped out into the finish zone in on net. Oh my goodness. Baudouin just not ready for the pass from Desnoyers, and it's going to be a puck turned over by Canada. A shot from Baudouin goes wide here. Another shot from the outside as I think Danford got it, and Aitchison will unload and miss the net as well, as Canada just said, let's shoot the puck, boys. Another one towards the net, blocked in front by Finland, and the camera angle of which TSN has makes it an absolute blast here to watch them fire pucks from the blue line. The old whipper there on the camera for sure. So glad to have everyone along, Tyron. Welcome aboard, and as well, T, we're off and running, I think, in terms of how we doing tonight. Love to see it, as it's been a good hockey game so far. So we're rolling for what should be a fun finish to this first period. At least Canada set up by scoring the first goal of the game. Face off down here inside the finish zone. Iginla battles it along the near side wall off the draw. Martone chips it up along the said wall, trying to get it going here for Canada as it'll be worked to the middle of the zone. Here's now Parekh with the puck. He's always dangerous, as showcased on that first shot. As a shot by Martone bounces in front, trying to recover at the blue line is Parekh, and now he gets held up by a Finnish player, and there's a chance to the middle. Here's Finland in on net. Roof job on George, and it's a 1-1 game. The Finnish captain scores, and Finland, just like that, cuts this one back to 1-1. As, hey, new year, first goal for Team Finland at the World Juniors. That's a little bit of mismanagement by Parekh, a little bit of a lazy play there. He gives and he takes away, just like Evan Bouchard. Hey, what do you say?
His future right there.
Yep. Just like that, as that one sucks a little bit there for Canada. But now we're engaged in what should be an absolute blast of a game as Finland connects a beautiful pass. Again, Finland's got pure hockey skill as well. And that's why they roofed that one over the shoulder of Carter George. And well, now we see what happens here as this game carries on into the next little phase of this one. A 1-1 game, just 4 minutes into the game. It feels like we've been calling this hockey game for 2 hours already. Well, technically an hour and 20 minutes. As Julius Miettinen scores the goal to make it. Yes, indeed. 1-1 between Canada and Finland as we're watching, waiting for Gavin McKenna, who has the puck right now, to do something with it. He turns it over instead, and this one will be worked back down inside the Canadian end. Brunick along the end wall. He gets taken in hard. Turns over the puck to Finland. Canada ultimately able to come away with it. And here now lifted out into the neutral zone. An opportunity for Michael Haig. Trying to pivot back. The opportunity in front. Brady Martin scores the goal. And Canada takes a 2-1 lead. And are we in for one of these kind of games tonight?
4-3 prediction.
Woo! Man, Canada, Finland. 3 goals, 4.5 minutes into the World Juniors New Year's Eve bash. Oh, man. Hey, we got to, during the, intermission, go find an opportunity to find the This Hour Has 22 Minutes New Year's Eve special. See who they're clowning on in Canada this year. Man, you remember Royal Canadian Airfares back in the day?
Oh, yeah.
That used to be the best. That was a New Year's Eve tradition in the Dolynny household. All right, anyway, huge goal there for Brady Martin. Feels like he's been all around it. About time he scores another one. Love to see it there for Canada. And Hayes, you know how much he loves scoring that goal after the dust up with Finland in the summertime. My goodness. Absolutely an electric factory of a hockey game so far. Again, TSN CTV is where you can find it this evening, friends. 15:28 to go in this first period of play. Finland across into the Canadian zone, down the right wing, trying to battle back to the blue line. It'll be Reshny again pushing a man off the puck and recovering. Aitchison just couldn't find it there, and now Reshny again with the recovery. A bad play by Canada behind their own net, but how about Luchenko, the Philadelphia Flyers draft pick, loading up through the neutral zone, trying to find the back pass over there to Coots. Coots, the Canucks draft pick. He's going to be an important part of their future, I tell you. Just couldn't handle that puck, and this one will be worked out in the neutral by Finland on the clear, backhanded on the dump into Carter George. He'll rim around the near side boards with the paddle. This will be loaded up now for Reshny, who will fire in to the finish zone, and he will go chase after it as Canada completes line changes here, trying to get the job done here on this one, as we'll see how this goes here on this bounce around the neutral zone. Finland able to get into the Canadian end. Okay. As this will be picked up by Canada, rolled back in behind the net here. Brady Martin from Hayes and McKenna. Hey, there's Gavin McKenna doing something with the puck. Turnover inside the Canadian zone. The shot, the rebound, scores. It's 2-2. Finland and Canada, they are here for mass chaos tonight. You'll love to see it. It's going to be one heck of a hockey game, friends. Stay tuned here, locked on Dolynny TV. Again, if you haven't had a chance to hit that subscribe button yet here on Dolynny TV, make sure to do as such. It's 2-2 between Finland and Canada in game action here at the World Juniors on New Year's Eve. Glad to have you aboard. And oh my goodness, what a nightmare-fueled game this has been to start for Canada. But we'll see how this goes. As Troy, maybe you should be checking the live stream chat here. Troy's got a message for you.
Oh.
The one, the only Tron Rob. He's got a message for you, saying that old Mikey V smells like poo-poo there. So just saying, passing that along. Just figured I'd pass the word for you. As we go here, 2-2, the shots on goal as Canada and Finland have yet to get a save in tonight's hockey game. Just saying, 4 for 4 the shooters are in this evening's action. Shooters shoot. That's what they do. Denoye on the puck inside the zone, firing towards the net. Rimpinen, the goaltender for Finland, is the first goaltender to make a save in tonight's game. 5 shots in, 6 minutes in. Ooh boy, this hockey game, absolutely unreal so far between Canada and Finland. Delivering on the promise that is New Year's Eve chaos. Troy, you over at Sean and Ashley's yet? No, it's 6:53. I guess they wouldn't be yet. Yeah, got to get baby Sloan to bed. We'll be over there shortly after 9. Or Mikey V will be there at 8. Who knows? He'll decide. He'll make his own mind up. He's a grown man. Sam O'Reilly over to the far side. That puck, actually, because of the camera angle, looked like it was going to the corner. Suvatno Suvanto. There we go. We got it eventually. Scored the goal for Finland, by the way. There's 5 shots, 4 goals in this hockey game so far. Goaltending at a premium. The shot directed towards Carter George. It was more or less a shot from the neutral zone, so doubt they count it. Oh, they did for Finland. Never mind. So now 2 saves in the hockey game completely with 2 goals aside. All right, Rimpinen out to play the puck behind his own net. He'll fire it around along the far side corner. Coming out of the corner there is Desnoyers. Back to the blue line for Canada. Down along the wall, picked up by Sam O'Reilly. He'll bounce it off the end wall. Unfortunately, Baudouin's not there to pick it up. He'll go chasing into that near side corner against Finland. Come up with it unsuccessfully. And we will... Oh, Mikey V, I forgot to tell you that field ball video that I was telling you about. That I was showing you there. That's what we played out in... whatchamacallit? Ear Canada that one time. Anyway, here's Finland across the blue line. Finland down the right wing. In behind the Canadian net. Battling along the wall, trying to come up with it here, is Danford for Canada. I keep screwing those two up. My apologies. Things happen. As it comes out behind the net for Canada, they'll come to the near side. Whacking at that puck was Gavin McKenna, somewhat successfully. Over to Michael Hayes on the far side. Will be lifted into the neutral zone. Brady Martin unable to come up with it. He broke his stick or something there on the play, and this will be dumped into the Finnish zone. With 12:26 to go in the first period of play, friends, welcome aboard Dolynny TV if you're just tuning in. Games available on CTV and TSN, by the way, as Carter George out to play the puck. He'll rim it around behind the net. That'll be Martin battling it along against 2 Finnish support players there, trying to get possession inside the Canadian end. Turning it over to Gavin McKenna. McKenna will load out to the near side for Reshny. Reshny down the left wing in front for McKenna. The shot by Brunick. Save made by Rimpinen. And it feels like every time a guy shoots the puck from a prime location, it's just going to go in this game. So a big save there for Rimpinen in this 2-2 hockey game between Canada and Finland so far. It's been a fun one. As Mega, welcome in. Still early here. Canada has this. I tend to agree with you. And it's a fast game between Canada and Finland so far. Again, and like I said, it would be a much different pace between Canada and Finland than it was Canada and Denmark. Again, if you're just tuning in, friends, haven't already hit that subscribe button on Dolynny TV here during the World Juniors, I want you to do that. Stay tuned with the Edmonton Oilers and all that as we go along throughout the rest of 2023. Again, 18,853 subscribers. Now the count. Would love to finish the night with over 18,900. We'll see how that pans out as we continue along here on the broadcast from the couch this evening in Crossfield. Mikey V.
Yes, sir.
How you feeling about Finland taking this game 4-3?
I still think they have a very good chance of winning this game. Just the prediction of the score is going to be piss poor.
Hey, that's all right. That's all right.
I thought there might be a little bit of goaltending this evening, but the boys are shooting at a 900 clip.
Shouldn't the goalies be saving it?
No, it's vice versa. So it's going to be a 27-23 final for somebody.
Hey, we'll take it. We love goals in this house. That's for sure. Sorry, I've still got the subscribe ad up. My apologies.
Oh,
camera on me. I'm the star of the show here. This is my show. I should be the star.
That's right.
As we come to the far side, guest starring Mikey V tonight. Puck in front, Rimpinen. And now we're going to have a dust up in the Finnish crease. It's rather quickly swallowed up. The only guy swinging hands was Bear in the crease there for Canada, and he's swallowed up by 2 officials. So we'll have that stop right there quickly. 11:52 to go in this first period of play. Glad to have everybody aboard for the ride here this evening. As Coots towards the net, and that was a rebound in front off a Finnish skate. And Rimpinen just puts the glove down, and then Bear kind of, I don't know, it was actually the Finnish player that was throwing hands. Sorry, I misread that situation. That's my apology. As we'll have the face-off inside the Finnish zone here. To the left of Rimpinen. Finland absolutely stacking up in the slot to prevent Canada getting towards the net. 4-4, the shots now officially credited, so it's a 500 split. 4 goals, 8 shots, 4 saves. Finland firing that puck after Canada couldn't find it inside their own zone. Down in the near side corner, Finland has it. They're trying to come up with this one as it'll be picked up now by McKenzie. McKenzie working out from behind his own net to the near side boards. That'll be picked up by Reshny. Reshny across the blue line over to the far side. Now picking it up in the middle of the ice was Bear. Instead, Finland will be able to come away with it. Yohe across to the far side will miss his defenseman's stick, and then it'll ultimately end up back on his stick. Oh my goodness, this number 35 for Finland's having a rough 13 seconds of ice time here as this one to the far side for Finland. Trying to load up across the line, and now all of a sudden the puck is failing everybody out here in Canada is going to try and take the better of it. Iginla down the left wing into the finish end. Nice little skate move there to stay on his feet as Iginla backhands it off the boards for Martone. Iginla, the one-timer. Well, that one just failed on its way to the net, and this one will go over to the far side for Perek. Perek picking up in behind Carter George. He'll pivot at the side of the net to start out the attack. Perek obviously guilty as well as part of the reason Canada got scored on here earlier in the game, as this is going to be off the end wall inside the finish end. 4-4 the shots, 2-2 the goals, 10:24 to go in the first period of play. This puck kicking around. It'll be batted to the blue line by Finland. Canada maintains possession. Aitchison with not many options to go with it. Goes down low trying to find Misa. That one didn't work out, and it'll be back out to the blue line and into the neutral as Finland does indeed get the clear. And here's Martone loading up inside the neutral. He'll fire into the near side corner in the finish zone. Martone, a big body, throws that hit along the wall trying to come up with the puck. He can't really separate man from puck, and now coming back the other way, here's Finland into the Canadian end. Brunick with the puck. He'll backhand off the end wall. He got absolutely crunched by Finland there, and he didn't look like he was all too good with that hit either, as he was down on the ice maybe an extended period. There will be a delayed penalty here for Finland. The shot by Canada towards the net, touched up by Finland. And now the question is, will there be a 5-minute major on this one? Just based on how that looked, it didn't look good. Brunick looks like he's okay. Kelto goes to the box, and now the officials confer with 9:33 to go. What's going on with fireworks? Oh my goodness, yep. Hearing gunshots outside. Never mind, it's fireworks. I don't know why we're blowing off fireworks at 7 o'clock. Maybe it's just Crossfield doing their official town thing here. But the fireworks raining across the sky here in Crossfield this evening. Glad to have everybody aboard. We're conversating to figure out if this penalty, what it'll be. As we have, depends if the wind factors in regulation. That's true. That's a hit to the head in some regards by Kelto, by the way. All right, we're seeing as Alex is trying to get an answer on who the U.S. will play in the World Juniors if everything shakes out here. That much I couldn't really tell you. As Finland having fun against Canada, and Canada having fun here tonight as well at the World Juniors this evening. Friends, glad to have you aboard as, they are absolutely labeling off the fireworks here tonight in Crossfield. That's about one every second it feels like at this moment. So I'm going to take a quick moment to refill the water. Stay tuned here as Vojta has Canada winning 8-3 in this hockey game. Interesting. Make sure to hit that subscribe button while you're Man, oh man, those fireworks are going hot and rapid here tonight. Great to see for old Canada getting into the New Year's Eve spirit. As it is a 2-minute minor for boarding against the Finnish players, so that's where we'll sit. As this is going to be one heck of a finish this first period, and then as well the rest of the hockey game. Canada, though, to the 2-minute power play here for the time being against Finland, following the boarding minor on Oni Kalto. And now let's see how things shake out here in the power play, the first one of the game. Perek with the puck. He'll pass off to the far side. Power play for Canada is operating at 50% in the tournament so far. Special teams have been special as the shot, rebound, scores. Brady Martin, a second one of the game. Canada leads 3-2 over top of Finland. It took them 18 seconds to get going here in this one. So there you have it. Canada getting the job done here against Finland early on the power play. And now 9 shots into this game. We have 5 goals. You have a better chance of scoring a goal in this game so far than you have of being stopped by the goaltender. That's an absolute unreal stat. As this game carries on, Brady Martin finds it past Rimpinen on the far pad. Is a nice place shot by Michael Hayes to get that going. And Michael Hayes loving playing Finland here tonight. So it's been a blast so far, as Aaron breaking down the fact that Canada could play USA in the quarterfinals. Wouldn't that be a heck of a matchup on Friday? As this one across the line by Canada, it's offside there. Now Finland getting things going back in the positive direction towards the Canadian end. Puck fired into the offensive zone for Finland. They'll roll behind the Canadian net, trying to tap this one free against Canada. It'll be worked to the far side corner, back to the blue line. The shot from the point goes wide. Hayes and Perek draw the assist there for the Canadian goal, as this will be off the wall. Finland able to skate away with it. Finland coming out from behind the net, back to the blue line. The shot through traffic goes up over top of the net, and Finland will see it worked out by Canada. Maybe a little bit of a 2-on-2 back the other way. Sam O'Reilly looking for the trailer. He's got Beaudoin towards the net. Rimpinen steers it wide, and this one's going to go back along the wall where O'Reilly's able to clamber that puck up and battle it free for Canada for a brief moment before Finland gathers it up inside their own zone. Finland with the puck. 8:20 to go as Mikey V welcomes himself back into the, guess what, green room you would call it, in that chair to the far side there of the broadcast location. This picking it up now, Tisha Ginla. Ginla across the blue line, skating to the near side for Misa. The shot fired towards the net goes wide, and Martone will gather up for Ginla, who forgets something pretty important in his travels, and Martone fires the shot towards the net eventually there for Canada. It's denied by Rimpinen, worked out by Finland in the neutral, and they'll skate across the Canadian blue line, pass to the middle of the ice. The shot! Carter George, the biggest save of the game from him so far to keep it 3-2 here on New Year's Eve. My goodness. There you have it.
There you have.
Crazy, crazy. As that was. An interesting go for Finland as they got to the middle of the ice against Canada and they were able to fire that puck on George. And are they calling a penalty here on...
They are, yeah.
Oh, okay. Calling a penalty on Perek of all people, by the way. As no, it's an Ethan McKenzie, sorry. I thought I saw a 9. It's a 13. Close enough, as it'll be. A face-off inside the Canadian zone. Hey, do you know what Canada did 5 seconds ago? They scored on the power play.
Oh.
Finland, their first chance of the game. They're going to get this going, but Canada will say first, let us clear the puck, as Rimpinen stick handles that into the corner for Finland. This one coming out from behind the net. 7:33 to go here in the first period of play as Finland picks up in the neutral across the blue line, looking for their first shot of the power play. It was 2 shots for Canada that ended up in the back of the net. The shot up over top of the net off a deflection for Finland. They were looking. That was a dangerous location. They just couldn't get it going as they are stretching Canada out here in the offensive zone. Now, looking for Finland back to the blue line. Finland to the far side. Looking towards the front of the net now. The one-timer there on net scores. Finland, told ya, it's 3-3 Finland and Canada here in World Juniors action. My goodness, what a treat of a hockey game. You know, this is the exact game that you need the half-handlebar duster for. I'm saying it. I'm going with it. This is absolutely
Tron just
unreal.
said, what the F is this game, yeah?
Yeah, well, Tron?
Oh, you gotta say that.
Yeah.
No traffic.
Yeah, no traffic. Is there a tip in front?
He
Is
got
there a
hit
nice
his
tip?
glove.
Oh,
but he's coming back.
But he's out of the blue paint. He's out of the blue paint. Got to be there. Yeah, he's out of the blue paint there.
Kinda, sorta.
They're still firing fireworks over there in
It's
Vista.
just a rocket show going on there, yeah.
Can you see them?
Oh yeah, just a little bit.
How is it?
And you pitch half it.
Oh, okay. They're not hammering them into the sky there.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we are rocking and rolling. We are going to have a challenge on the 3-3 goal. The officials proved it was a goal in live play, so they got to have conclusive evidence to overturn it here. Coach's challenge for Canada. Does a coach's challenge at the IIHF level cost you a penalty if you are unsuccessful? Is that why the NHL adopted that? I feel like that guy waving off the goal on the broadcast, his name would be Big Jeff. just have a feeling. Big guy with a goatee there. Ball cap on. I feel like it
should be no goal.
I don't know about that. I think he was in the white paint. Oh, man. Who's trying to come through the side of the house here, Mike? They're firing him off at the house or what?
Bombing, buddy. Still bombing.
Oh, my goodness. 3-3. All right, here's the official to tell us what's going to happen here.
Oh,
Call on the ice stands. She's a good goalie. It was in the white paint. Suck on that, Mikey V. Told you. And, yeah.
Close.
So, hey,
Close.
hey, you tried.
Yeah.
You know, next goal wins your prediction, by the way.
I know.
Yep.
Maybe I predicted 4-3 Finland after 1.
Hey, you didn't specify.
Yeah.
Said 4-3 Finland. As Canada and Finland continue along, and it's been a heck of a hockey game so far. As Art says, it's a barn burner. And of course, Foyta there
He's
saying,
still at the crease. I don't get that.
well, but the gloves out in the white paint. Look at the. Like, I don't know how goaltending works, man. You know what I have never done is strap on the pads and had shots fired up my head. So, I've done it in lacrosse.
Oh, there's the minor.
There's the minor. So, 4-3 Finland after 1. Yeah, Mikey V was on that first. You heard it here on Dolynny TV first. Friends, thanks for being aboard here on the broadcast, and I appreciate you hanging out. This is probably the loosest broadcast I've had in a while. I'm loving it.
Relax.
Chaos.
Take it easy.
Let chaos reign.
Yeah.
Why not? Duster's out in full force. We're good to go here. Face off down at center ice. It's a bench minor for delay of game. It sounds like, I mean, the house is just going to fall apart on top of us here any moment given with these fireworks.
Just rolling.
Oh my goodness. How much money does Crossfield make in a year? Jeez, they got a good
My
fireworks
taxes
budget.
are high.
Yeah, here's now an opportunity for Finland, top of the zone. Looking to bomb one on Carter George from distance again. Now Miettinen with the puck. He'll go back to the blue line near side dot, and it'll be picked up at the blue line once more by Finland over to the far side. Finland moving the puck around rather steadily as Canada continues to defend quite well on this power play, preventing anything in tight. This one towards the front of the net. It's fought out there by Canada back to the blue line. Sounds like the finale's happening out there on the fireworks. I don't even know if you guys can hear that on your own, as this one shot fired through traffic, blocked and recovered by Finland, as this one will be picked up at the far side blue line, looking towards the middle. Finland down low, trying to pass this one in front, jammed around a few times. Nothing happening there. Recovery Finland. 5:57 to go in this first period of play. Finland on the far side corner, trying to start out from behind the Canadian net with a man in front. That's not going to work. Back to the far side blue line over near side. The one-timer blocked by Canada. Picked up by Finland once more. 40 seconds to go as that one tipped through traffic. Doesn't end up in the back of the net. Finland still on the far side. Back behind the net now. Trying to find that man in front. Start out right in front. George the save. Rebound in front. Secondary chance blocked by Canada. Rebound opportunity for Finland. Again blocked by Canada. And it'll be fired out down the length of the ice with 20 seconds to go. What a penalty killing offer there from the Canadian side. As this will be Finland loading up the last 9 seconds of the power play here. Down along the near side. Back behind into Finland territory after a good block and clear by Canada. Vajala coming up the middle of the ice here for Finland. He'll chip inside the Canadian end, in behind the net. Brunick picks up the puck for Reed. Reed with the puck to Desnoyers over to Misa. Misa loads it back for Desnoyers across the blue line. That is offside by 1.5 miles for Desnoyers, and we will have a stoppage in play here in this hockey game. So there you have it, friends. We're rolling for what has been a fun one so far between Canada and Finland. Glad you've been enjoying along for the ride here tonight. Definitely what I would tell you, if you haven't had a chance to hit that like button yet, make sure to do that. And on the poll, Mikey V, who wins Group B? 23% of the vote.
Oh,
now
we're moving up, baby.
Now creeping up for old Finland there. So yeah, you're on camera now. You're up there. You just got to look up there. There's the live preview. This is the play-by-play feed. But anyway, hold on. Before you goof off on me on a second, what do you think? Is it going to be less scoring in period number 2 and 3?
It's going to slow down.
Okay.
It's going to slow down.
Okay.
Don't worry.
All right. That's a lot of goals in one period of hockey, I will tell you that much.
Kids ramped up. They forgot about defense.
Well, that'll happen.
Yeah.
That'll happen. You got any coconut chocolate in there?
Coconut chocolate. We got some after 8.
Ooh, I'm in. I'm in. Chuck that over here. I'll have that in the intermission while I take a break. My goodness, let's go. Let's go. Yeah, well, it's after 8, 100%, buddy. Woo! Best part of Christmas. Best part of Christmas. After 8.
I agree.
Oh my goodness, let's go. We got about 4:40. Oh hey, here's remember when those guys used to run around in those suits all the time? Vancouver, yeah, Vancouver. Oh man, you want to talk about talk about an absolute unreal. Take a rip of that after 8s. Let's go. Anyway, face off outside the finish. Woof, that peppermint's got me going, boys. Face off outside the finish zone. It'll be one back by Canada with 4:40 to go in the first period of play. Puck in behind the net. Out to play it was Rimpinen for Finland. You'll love to see it as goaltenders have played the puck a little bit here this game. You'll love to see it. You'll love goalies that can handle a puck. Martone over to the far side for Perek. Perek already with a goal and an assist in this game. He'll fire down along the side wall there inside the finish zone, far side. Instead, they're going to steal this puck away and cut towards the middle, and that's the first time Finland hasn't connected on a puck towards the net there that could have been dangerous on net. So thankfully Canada back the other way. Desnoyers with the puck with Misa, as it looks like Desnoyers has been promoted to the top line over top of Tisha Ginla. Tough go for Ginla. But whatever, as this one will be picked up towards the middle of the ice by Canada. That one didn't work out, and Finland will be able to clear the zone here. Chip and charge towards George. Bounce it off his pads, and now an inside out move. Escapes Verhoff. Oof, that's a tough go there, and this one will be worked back along the end wall by Finland near side corner. Looking towards the high zone as Finland completes a change. Finland trying to yammer away from the player there, and I think that's, who's that? Is that Martin for Canada trying to get his hat trick going towards Rimpinen. Almost takes out the Finnish goaltender in the process. Wouldn't have that been some fireworks here at the World Juniors on New Year's Eve? The linesman out there in the neutral zone tripped on the puck. That allowed Finland somehow to regather it. And it'll come back the other way for Finland into the Canadian zone. Fired off the boots of Danford. Danford over to Martin. That doesn't work out. Aitchison slow to get there. Be picked up by Canada. Martin will chip and just lob it down into the Finnish zone there. No icing on the play. And we'll get... Oh, there was. I'm talking too loud. I didn't even hear the whistle. My goodness, what am I doing here? So... And Julio's not a fan of the American refs. That's fair. As that shot through traffic hit the crossbar actually on George. Second round pick in 2025 by the LA Kings. By the way, Canada has also scored on the power play in this game. Just saying, by the way. It's happened. We want to yell at the American officials. Canada has also scored on the power play. This one, Danford, along the end wall. Aitchison now with the puck. He will lift out all the way into the Finnish zone, and that will itself be another icing call against Canada here, as this first period's now taking its sweet time to get the job done. World Junior career, king of the crease here. Carter George, 217 and 916 career. Petteri Rimpinen, how about 204, 930, both with 2 shutouts. So Rimpinen's a pretty effective juniors goalie, that's for sure. As this is going to be a face-off to the right of George. I've got my after 8 out that I'm going to absolutely dummy as soon as we take a break at the end of this first period of hockey. Finland inside the neutral to the near side, picking it up. Backhand towards the net, off the back of the net. And then Danford erased his man and chips out down the length of the ice. That will be another icing call. What is Canada doing here? I mean, it's almost time to have an after 8. That is tasty chocolate.
Delightful treat.
Oh my god, so good. Do I bring the rest of this? What the 3 of them that are left to the party tonight? Here's my offering for the party. 3 after 8s.
Just crush them all.
Just crush them all. Oh man, I absolutely could. 2:30 to go here in the first period of play. The face-off to the right of Carter George inside the Canadian zone, picked up by Aitchison off the draw, won by Canada. He'll fire back out into the neutral zone. Canada that time didn't ice the puck. Hey, what do you say? That's good to see. as this one will go across to the far side. Canada cuts off the zone entry for Finland. Batted back into the neutral by Canada as Martin will chip to the far side, and that'll be loading up Baudouin. Baudouin skating towards the middle. Is this Baudouin, Iginla, and Martin? I didn't know Chris Knobloch was running the bench for Canada. Things are in the blender here. Dave Tippett has found a way to sneak a blender to Minneapolis, Minnesota. The shot fired, save made by Rimpinen on the Canadian defender there. That was a heck of a shot as Brunik got up in a hurry on that shot. $1:42 to go here in the first period of play. If you don't know the legend of Dave Tippett's blender, I'm sorry. That's a you thing, not a me thing. As this one,
no longer employed.
$1:35 to go. Here is the hammer. The hammer with a goal, it sounds like as well. Finland to the far side. Blue line shot for Finland, blocked in front. Brunik with the puck will fire out into the neutral zone. It'll be wild down there by Canada. Canada looking to the far side for a pass into the Finnish zone. Jokinen takes a hard run into the wall there. How long has it been since we saw a Jokinen on the ice at the NHL level, hey?
Probably. Huh? It's been a while now. 10 years.
Crazy. Yusi. Good old Yusi.
Oli.
Good times. Good Finnish hockey players. This one, far side, Zane Perek. Zane Perek will battle there along the wall. He is able to flip it into the neutral zone. We're inside the last minute to go in regulation. 3-3 between Canada and Finland here at the World Juniors New Year's Eve Bash on Dolynny TV. This one along the end wall. It'll be picking up Finland, trying to get this one going towards the front of the net. Backhand opportunity there. Finland couldn't get it cleanly through. Goes in behind. 30 seconds. Pass out in front. One-timer faked by Finland. Dances the man in behind. They go again. Pass to the front of the net. Doesn't work out, and Finland will once again try to regain possession in the zone. They do. Far side wall. Finland walking. Will play this one back to the blue line. The shot through traffic. Blocked by George. 9 seconds to go in the first period to play. Finland a gasp for one more chance. And on net, diving towards the crease. And it goes wide of the net, and this one will go behind for the buzzer. Friends, that'll do it after 1 period to play. Finland. Canada. 3-3 after 1. My goodness. That is absolutely insane. All right, so on the couch here in Crossfield, old Razor's in the chat here. We got Jim saying I should throw on a headset because I'm pretty good. Well, Jim, once upon a time I did throw on a headset, and actually this year up in Crossfield at the Pete Knight Memorial Arena for Pack the Pete Purple, I throw on the old headset, so I appreciate the comments there. Friends, I'm going to take an intermission. I want to go eat this after 8. I really want to do that. That's dinner tonight, a couple of bags after 8, so I'll be right back. Thanks for being aboard. All right, well, let's get back to action here, friends. If you haven't already hit that subscribe button, that was your sign to do as such. Mikey V, hey, coming on in from the old front porch. Or was that just the dog? Okay, came on. Guess it was just the dog. Anyway, friends, we're going to get Mikey V in here for a little chatter about this first intermission here in a moment. Thanks for being aboard here on Dolynny TV. It's been an absolute blast to have this game going along here on the channel. We're just about 2 hours live at this point. And for Team Canada, an effort in which it's a 3-3 game after one period of play. We're going into period number 2 here shortly on the broadcast. Thanks for being along for the ride. Again, if you haven't had a chance, go over to TSN CTV and tune in to tonight's hockey game. I want you to be able to watch this one, and it's publicly available on 2 major broadcasters in Canada tonight. And Madden asking if your Team Canada squad had lost a game at the World Juniors yet. They haven't. So that's good news for them, and they're trying not to lose this one tonight. But Mikey V did predict 4-3 for Finland at the end of the game. And, of course, Parker going for the oil as well. Hey, love to see that. As we're hoping to get things rolling here tonight. And if you haven't had a chance yet to hit the like button on the old stream, definitely make sure to do that. If you haven't, we're up at 32 likes. I think the record for the World Junior stream so far is 80. So definitely leave those thumbs up on the live stream. That would be greatly appreciated. Canada right now, who wins Group B? 77% favorite according to 411 votes on the stream. Finland is up to 23% of the voting on the poll so far. So that continues to creep up here on the broadcast as well. So thank you again to everybody who has voted in the poll so far. Appreciate that. Obviously, the old live streams here over the past few days getting a whole bunch of views. I apologize to anyone that's trying to tune into the live streams from last year and find this one. It's the Canada versus Finland live stream in the last 2 hours has a total of 70 views. So hopefully if you were in the old one from 2025, you found your way over here to 2026's edition and you're hanging out here on the live stream with Dolynny TV and friends in the chat. So yeah, what do we know about things here on the live stream tonight, friends? Well, we know that old Team Canada there is having themselves a fun game against Finland. It's been a great matchup thus far, and now we're just looking forward to hopefully putting things to bed here in the second period of play. So, love everybody hanging out. Is that no goal there on Carter George, or actually the no goal challenge by Canada, but the goal there on Carter George as he was out in the white paint with the glove as the Finnish player tapped his glove with the stick. So, yeah, we're rolling along here this evening. As, yeah, I think right now things are okay for Team Canada and Finland. Both teams probably very unimpressed with that period of hockey. Despite being tied with each other, both teams are likely very, very unimpressed with that first period of hockey. Kelto there with the boarding on Danford. Very lucky not to be ejected out of the game in this one. So who scored for Canada? Hey, man, good question. Good question. You know, I'm lagging behind here somewhat with the old broadcast this evening. So let's go over to the summary field of tonight's hockey game and get the scores mentioned on the broadcast here. Zane Perek, his 4th of the tournament, opened the scoring. Followed up by Julius Mietinen's 1st. Then Brady Martin's 2nd. Oliver Suvanto, his 2nd, made it 2-2. Brady Martin's 3rd of the tournament made it at that point. Yes, indeed. Oh, my goodness. Brady Martin's 3rd made it 3-2 Canada, followed up by Lassie Boulias getting his 2nd of the tournament to make it 3-3 between Canada and Finland. That said, Gavin McKenna now up to 6 assists in the tournament with a grand total of, they keep changing it between Zane Perek and Gavin McKenna, who has the secondary assist on Brady Martin's goal. I actually, again, watching secondary assists is not my best suit. So when I'm live, as Parker asking who I'm cheering for, the Oilers tonight against the Bruins and Team Canada, of course. As we get Kent going in there as well for Canada, maybe asking the chat is what Parker's doing. But friends, we're rolling along here on the broadcast. I'm going to again take a TV timeout, just quickly reload the water here and get things going for the second period of play upcoming between Canada and Finland. What a night it's been at the World Juniors thus far. Love to see it continue. As again, maybe as the reward for you guys hitting that subscribe button here tonight, and hopefully in huge numbers as well, what I'd love to see is possibly, if you could, I'll say this, if you could, give me the over-under. Mikey V said 3:42 is when he expects me to be done designated driver duties here this evening for New Year's Eve. So 3:42. Am I going to bed before 3:42 or after 3:42? Last year it was shortly before 4 a.m. So keep that in mind here on the live stream as it goes on tonight. But hey, we got Metcalf on the live stream.
Metcalf, he's Louis DeBrusque.
Oh,
he's
yeah.
Gene Principe.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I guess so. That would make him Gene Principe.
Yeah.
I can throw in some puns for you guys there.
All right.
Yeah, throwing some puns. This is
I can throw in some puns there, no problem.
This is Evan Metcalf in the slow pitch finals here, just on the phone. This is what he does best.
Oh, yeah. Hey. Okay. I get the reference. Deep pull in the Crossfield Ball League, but deep pull, I like it.
Yeah. You're live on Dolynny TV.
Metcalf, 3-3 after one period of play between Canada and Finland. How do we feel?
Oh, we're feeling fucking just fantastic here, boys, they're going to come out, start the third here. They're going to set the tone.
Setting the tone, yeah.
And they're going to get going.
And get going by having an absolute shootout with Finland, or get going by winning this hockey game?
Don't get going are you ready, boy? Good, because you're going.
Hey, another pull.
Yeah.
Another pull.
Yeah.
Good old Canadian show right there.
Game stick for Evan Metcalf here.
There we go.
There's going to be lots of fucking game sticks after tonight, because everybody on Team Canada is going to get a stick.
Hey, there we go, right?
There it is.
Winning Group B. We love it.
There it is.
All right. I guess I should have put up the old viewer discretion advised tonight, friends. As Josh Ross, new album out right now featuring Hate How You Look. We love to see it. Canada and Finland tied at 3 apiece here this evening. And what's been a fun hockey game. Mikey V, get over here. Get over here.
I am
Oh, yeah. You're good. All right. Well, we know what Metcalf thinks. We do know that. We do know what Metcalf thinks. What do we think Mikey V thinks after one period of play?
We're going to count how many after eights during the intermission Dolynny TV crush. That's 1.5.
No, that's my one for the next 2 weeks.
Oh, plus 4.
Plus,
That's 5. That's what you got. That's the stress. That was a stressful first period.
I dummied 5.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. Chocolate.
Yeah.
Don't let me have any.
Oh, either way, not much goaltending, not much defense, all offense. It's fun to watch, but I'm sure Dale Hunter's losing his shit.
Well, that's probably exactly where I'm at with it, too, is it is not a period where anybody in either coaching staff is impressed with anything those two teams did.
My next question for you.
All right.
Okay, so if we have a start to the second period as we had to the first period, when do they start thinking about going to the backups on either side? There's got to be a heavy pull here pretty quick, even though the game's tight, but there's been 4 saves apiece.
Would it make a difference?
Well, they wouldn't, but I'm just saying.
Okay. As long as we establish it wouldn't make a difference.
So if it keeps going goal for goal, do you just leave the tendies in there?
I mean, sure. If Canada scores, Finland scores. Canada scores, Finland scores. What's the harm?
But at some point you got to flip the script, right? I don't. That's.
Who gets back-to-back power plays?
No, Finland got back-to-back power plays, didn't they?
And did they score on them?
Well, they got the first one, right?
So that's what I'm saying. Maybe the script's already been flipped.
Okay, fair enough.
Well, hopefully, but probably not.
Wow, you never know with the refs in the old double IIHF, right?
Well, maybe that hit on Danford there, the boarding minor that took 15 minutes to sort out.
Yeah, which was still 2 minutes at the end of the day.
100%.
Yeah.
Do we think that could have been 5 or?
No, I think the way they call it, I've seen worse, like that Latvia game, right?
Yeah.
Where Canada got the 5. It's like, well, that was pretty minor, and they gave them 5. So what's the difference between that and this?
That's the problem with IIHF reffing. And I mean, again, international hockey is a completely different field, so whatever. But Sweden, USA in there.
they
top
just-
of Group A.
Well, it looks so. If Canada loses this game, then they'll get Switzerland, right?
No, if they win the game.
No, because it's 1-4.
Yeah.
No, Switzerland's a 3 seed over there.
Oh.
Yeah.
I thought they'd get the oh my god.
Yeah.
We're-
So would it be German? I missed
I don't know.
4. I think German's at 4.
We have to math out here. We have to math out. Check those standings. Oh, he's going to wind it back. He's going to wind it back here. Apparently, you can wind back live television nowadays in 2025. Who knows? Mikey V with the old. Yeah, there you go. Play it. Play it. Oh, no.
Too far. Too far.
Hit it. Hit it.
Now
you broke it.
it's frozen.
Oh, geez. Here we go. Now the live stream's over. Anyway, friends, what do we know about Team Canada so far tonight? It's 3-3 in a game in which Canada could be doing worse.
Oh, you stupid. Could be worse, but should be a lot better.
Well, and that's just it. The coaching staff's probably not too impressed. All right, let's see how this goes. Standings. Here we go. I think we got the feed we're looking for here as James Duthie welcomes us back to the panel again on the replay. There's a lot going on this live stream. I'm not used to having to deal with this much unbridled chaos. I like it. It's been a great night, as Ray said. He's enjoying
If I'm involved, it's straight chaos.
As we got the biggest. Oh, there's O-Dog straight off the streets.
Oh, here we go. Okay. Slovakia.
Slovakia.
If they win, they get Slovakia.
Yes. And then, okay.
Yeah, there it is.
There you
go.
No matter how it plays out, Slovakia or Switzerland. All right. You cannot fast forward beyond the live point.
No, we're back in business.
Oh, that's hilarious. As, you're getting the... you got to read that comment there from Curly. You'd be a big fan of that.
Oh, I gotcha. No. And Tron with his poo-poo comment. That boy lives down the alley. He never smells pretty.
Oh, my goodness. I love it. All right. Back to regularly scheduled programming, whatever the heck that's been tonight.
TV,
all right. Mikey V, how many of those did you crush, the After Eights yourself?
That's 1.
That's 1. Okay. All right, friends.
Hold on. I got one more question for...
here we go.
Here's a poll.
I'm all ears.
Over under for total after 8 minutes by Dolynny TV is 12.5. Let me know in the chat what you figure, under or over here.
All right.
He's already at 5.
5. Well, and 6 coming. 6 coming in a minute here.
Yeah.
All right. Friends, we're rolling along here on the live stream tonight. Thank you so much for hanging out and appreciate you being a part of the New Year's Eve bash. Man, I didn't even know what to expect for this live stream, but I've loved every single dang minute of this so far. Glad to have you along for the ride. Of course, if you are new to the channel, would love to have you hit that subscribe button here on Dolynny TV simply to stay tuned for what is going to be a fun rest of the World Juniors and the Edmonton Oilers season, by the way. Sorry, yelling into the mic there. Got a little too excited. All right. What are you waiting? You're just checking checking how long everybody's been hanging out. We're maintaining over a minute of people's attention per view right now. That's impressive. All right. Bush. Gordon Miller, Mike Johnson, Bush. Nope. That's a Wild Rose ale from Wild Rose, raspberry. Carter George. He has been having a game, same as Rimpinen. I don't think any of the goaltenders, any of the 4 goaltenders, are really going to make a difference in this hockey game tonight, to be honest with you. It's been a wild go so far tonight, so for Canada, hopefully they get some more saves out of George. Hopefully Rimpinen doesn't absolutely dial in here in the second period upcoming, and hopefully everything just kind of pans out Canada's way here, and they don't disappoint like Mikey V views that they will. Now, what would you make of this getting going the way it would here in this second period with no goals on the board in the second, no goals in the third, and then an overtime game to finish 4-3?
No, it's not going to happen.
All right.
My pregame prediction is in the toilet.
All right, well, this one chipped in by Finland off the opening draw back into the Canadian end as Finland tries to get to work inside Canada's territory. The offensive zone for Finland's been kind. 3 goals so far tonight. That one fired by Finland right directly onto a Canadian stick, and now a lift through the middle of the Finnish defense as Canada tried to come away with a puck that they just didn't get. 19.5 minutes remain here in the second period to play, just like that. My goodness, we're moving along clock here tonight as Aitchison sees that puck turned over by Finland along the wall, and it'll be started out and fired into the Finnish zone. Out to play it is Rimpinen. Again, he's been an active goalie in this one. Out to play the puck several occasions as Finland will roll this one up through the middle of the ice, across the line in the middle of the Canadian zone. Off the end wall, Reed was able to poke it free for Luchenko over to Iginla. Iginla looking to get going down the right wing. Iginla looking to backhand this one off the end wall now. And both players there for Canada and Finland tie up. This one in the near side boards after Finland tried to clear the zone. Iginla, the shot, the save made in front. And here's Porter Martone just taking a punch to the head, but he kind of tried to throw a cross check to the head first. And Rimpinen's very, very clear on saying, hey, you started that, bud. As Martone came up there, rode up the shoulder, and then took the glove in the face there from the Finnish player. Oh, actually, he kind of took an eye poke there, actually. That's what the head whip was about, was an eye poke from the Finnish player. This will now be an opportunity, and see, I told you, they're talking about the George call there. That was the good goal for Finland, and that's because of his stick or his glove being outside of the crease. Perek fires 2 shots on net, following the face-off win. That didn't work out so well for him. Wrap around in front for Canada, denied by Rimpinen. Got down in a hurry to deny that puck with a minute and a half gone in this period, and that's a huge stop for Finland, as now Canada starting to take a lead in shots here. That'll be the question.
Are starting to stop pucks.
They are. And the question will be, can George stop a couple in a row without giving up a goal? And I mean a couple as in 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. As we get going here towards the middle part of the second period. As Hage will get it back off the draw to the blue line for Canada. Perek with no shot on net. He'll just fire it off the boots of a Finnish player in front as this goes to the far side. Rolling around the boards. Finland trying to get this one off the end wall, as Finland will eventually peel it away and bat it out into the neutral zone against Canada. Near side, Reed with the puck back along the near side boards, and it bounces into Finnish territory, but quickly out, and it's back into the neutral zone as it just pinballs around several times over. Continuing to bounce is that puck until it eventually finds its way into Canadian territory. Reed with the puck now. He'll bobble it against the Finnish pressure. And this will come over now near side. The shot through traffic goes up into the far side corner and out of play with 17:49 to go here in this one. (9-8) the shots on goal here in this 17:49 to go in this second period of play. Whew. Man, and they're talking about the old teenage meltdowns at the World Juniors right now on the broadcast. That's part of the fun and games of these World Juniors, isn't it? These poor kids going out there on the highest stage they can possibly play on and melting down and having success and riding the waves of emotion. As this one, the wave actually going around the building inside the University of Minnesota Stadium right now. I think a little early to be starting the wave. I don't know. Why not? What the hell? Have fun. 9-8 the shots on net for Canada, and they are taking their sweet dang time to drop this puck here, I'll tell you that much. Go back to the relaxed pose. Why do I need to cross my arms? I don't need to be all Captain Serious here. Puck down here on the Finnish blue line area inside the Canadian zone. Wrapped around the far side boards. Canada, Reshny, first one there to get it to. And it'll be off the end wall. Brunick with the puck, and we will have a stoppage in play. Not sure why, and we'll have a quick TV timeout here. Weird. 9-8 the shots on goal. Jet Luchenko, youngest player in Flyers history, 18 years old, 51 days. That's great. So how young was he when he was drafted?
That's the same as Schaefer there or whatever.
Yeah, that's wild. Because he was drafted 2 years ago, wasn't he, by Flyers, I thought.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
Crazy. 10-8, the shots on goal here for Finland. Tapped across the blue line into the Canadian zone. Picking it up off the end wall, Brunick. trying to get this one going. Will wrap up along the near side wall. Coots will get it out in the neutral zone. Picking it up now. Luchenko blows a tire. And this will be worked along the wall by Coots. Coots trying to work his man over. That'll roll behind the net and fired up. Shot fired towards the net. Save made by Rimpinen as Canada got the turnover in the middle of the slot. Back to the blue line. Brunick will get onto the tape here of Reshny. Reshny over to the far side. The shot through onto Luchenko's tape, and it does not dribble far enough as Coots goes chasing here against Finland and the attack through the neutral zone. 16:53 to go off the end wall, or near side wall, sorry, as Canada gets taken down there, and it just starts scrambling up here. This game starting to get that little bit of more intensity where the players are just trying to push that extra degree here as this puck comes free out into the neutral zone, pushing back the other way. A play by Finland, looking to get across the blue line, throw their own man offside. Now picking it up is Baudouin. Baudouin got it back to the blue line and no across now near side Brunick. Brunick across over the blue line for Canada into the zone. This puck starts hopping around a little bit on us here as it's kind of getting hard to follow. Desnoyers misses that puck far side corner in the Finnish territory, and this will be chased all the way back into the Canadian end. Across the line, tipped there by O'Reilly. 3-3, the game remains here in this. The second period, 4 minutes gone. Here's an opportunity for Danford. He misses shooting it. Here's Aitchison. He'll look to fire. He instead passes off to Desnoyers, over to Baudouin, back to Aitchison. Aitchison now near side. Brunick, the shot off the end wall. Pounce in front. Goes off the goaltender Rimpinen stick, cleared by Finland. Picking it up now. Canada across to the far side at their own blue line. Pitch and catch once, twice. Now let's go up the ice. This one will be picked up and fired into the far side zone. Around the end wall it came. Misa with the puck will wrap it now near side blue line. And that comes out as Aitchison is the one that has to pick it up for Canada and ultimately roll back into his own zone. Aitchison with the puck, looking to go things here in behind Carter George to slow down and complete a line change. Friends, if you're wondering where to watch the game tonight, TSN CTV in Canada have you covered. And basic cable CTV's got you covered. That's pretty impressive. Hero to Bell. This one back the other way. The shot towards the net, looking for the tip pass. And Finland couldn't get that one through as this will be picked up and rolled forward by Misa. Misa now with the puck over to a Ginla. It'll be tapped back off the glass and rolled in to the Canadian zone by the denial there by Finland. Here's Martone across the line, looking towards the net. The shot, the save by Rimpinen. And now Martone comes in and yard sails a man into his own goaltender for Finland. And Martone got dumped out of that deal, that's for sure. You knew he would. That's a heavy cross-check to be thrown in the crease there of Finland. A little bit of disrespect on that one from Porter Martone, who's had an edge all the way. Dave coming in with the important news. It's still 0-0 between Boston and Edmonton. Well, they're about, 10 minutes into that game, if that.
No, yeah,
Just started, so that's good news there if you're an Oilers fan. And obviously Rimpinen taking some S and abuse in the crease. Yeah, a little bit of this and a little bit of abuse. Just scramble the word up, you might figure out where I'm going. As here we go, face off inside the Finnish zone. 14:42 to go here in the second period of play. The officials talking things over with Dale Hunter. 12-8. Again, over under 12.5 after 8's on the broadcast. That is the question here tonight. And as well, what time do I get to bed? Is it before 4? Is it after 4? Is it sometime around 4? That's what Mikey V wants to know on the broadcast. Mikey V, how you feeling about 4-3 right now? 6 minutes of action.
No, I still don't like it.
All right, towards the net. Here's Finland off the side of the net there on the shoulder of George. Maybe a save made, maybe a crossbar hit. Who knows? Rolling up that near side wall. Here is Finland backhanding down low behind the net. Canada with a good move in front there by Verhoff to push off the man and then get in front. And it looks like we're going to have another stoppage in play here. And do we have a penalty upcoming to Finland, or do we have a penalty upcoming maybe to Finland here?
Canada's going back.
As Canada will head to the power play. There you have it. The referee's gifting one here for Canada. As McKenzie, did he just take a little bit of this and abuse in front? Oh.
High stick after the
Okay.
draw, or the draw there.
And it's McKenzie. Yes. Oh, it's the high stick on McKenzie in front of the net there. Okay, that's what the play was. Hey, we'll take it. Canada to the power play here. Trying to bury Finland, but again, right, unless Canada gets 2 in a row, I'm not going to really like our chances. Max Westergaard playing for Finland. I don't think Westergaard's very Finnish.
No.
That's I wonder if that's a Brad Lambert situation. As a face-off down here for Reshny. Reshny will go off the face-off for Hayes. Hayes back, tried to find the blue line, couldn't do it. Roll around to the near side, picking it up. Gavin McKenna now in his own offensive zone here. I was going to say in his own zone. Oh, that's about time I start making mistakes here. Picking it up far side though. Here's Hayes back to the blue line for Parekh. Parekh skating the blue line. Now over to McKenna. Back to Parekh. Parekh right down through the slot. The one-timer. Oh, Reshny on the back door. Just missed a tap in. As McKenna will fire back over to the far side. Hayes walks in, shoots and fires. Save made by Rimpinen. McKenna down along the wall, back to the blue line. Reshny over far side. Save is made once more. Parekh gathers it up. Fire over to the far side. Hayes the hot hand. Blocked in front there by Finland. Picked up by Parekh. Back to the blue line for McKenna. McKenna over now for Parekh to the far side. It tips off the skates of a Finnish player on the pass there from Parekh. 1:04 remaining on the power play as this one loads up Canada across the line. Eludes Hayes, eludes McKenna, back the other way. Finland trying to get a 2-on-2 going towards the net. Oh, what a diving play by Parekh. And then he is rolled over on top of by the Canadian defenseman out there alongside him. He'll get up slowly, picking it up. Reshny with the puck for Canada. 43 seconds to go. Parekh has taken 3 days and a year to get off the ice right there. Oh boy. Picking it up now. McKenzie. McKenzie for Canada with the puck in behind his own net. He'll look to skate on out. Is up across the blue line, dumping it to the near side. Here's Luchenko, passing it across over to Misa. He was denied. McKenzie with the puck now. We'll get it again to Luchenko. Luchenko dances the blue line, tries to not go in offside, and it didn't matter what you did. Canada was going to be offside on that play. My goodness, Parekh slides back, and I guess he kind of gets kicked in the head and then snapped on the arm by the skate. Watch this one, Mike, right here.
Boston
Right here.
scored.
Right here. Oh, Boston scored. Game on. Game on between the Oilers and Boston. As it looks like Parekh's okay. So that's good news. We like that. I mean, huge for Calgary's future. Huge for Canada at this World Juniors. Across the time, I just couldn't stop laughing when he started in on him. That is so on brand as an Oilers fan out of us. I love it. 2 seconds to go on the power play. Hey, what do you say? It's up and done. Canada back to even strength here as they'll go to the far side. Carter George taps it off the wall. Picking it up now. Brunick trying to not turn it over. Here's Iginla loading up with Martone down the right wing into the Finnish zone. Iginla backhands it down low to Brunick. Brunick tries to get this going. It'll be turned back by Finland. Nice play by Canada to recover, but the pass goes nowhere, and Finland will get out to center ice and towards the net they go. The shot drifted towards, battled there off the wall, and here comes Canada back the other way. Nice play by Finland to keep it in the zone a brief moment, and now here's Martone as it'll be across the line, picking it up. Iginla tries to leave it there. He's denied, and we'll have another penalty on the play with a score that is 3-3. Like I said, who will get back-to-back power plays? Canada. Their chance right here, right now, to try and get this job done. It's 3-3 here this evening, friends. Welcome to Dolynny TV. Glad to have you aboard for the ride here on the channel tonight. Obviously, this second period has delivered a lot less hype than that first period did out of Canada and Finland. But hey, we'll take whatever we can get here as it continues to roll along. As I appreciate everybody hanging out. If you are new to the channel, you're enjoying the play-by-play, you want to stay tuned as an Oilers fan or somebody genuinely interested in the Edmonton Oilers. Hit that subscribe button here. Plenty of stuff to check out across the channel here on Dolynny TV as well, so I'd appreciate that. We're closing in on 20,000 subscribers here in 2026. That's kind of the goal as we head into the new year, so would love to have you aboard for that as well, as it's been a fun day so far, and obviously we're rolling along for what's been an awesome live stream so far. Appreciate everybody hanging out. Again, can't say that enough here during the World Juniors. Quarterfinals action, I believe, is Friday, where Canada will either take on Switzerland or Slovakia in a game that'll be all too crucial for avoiding disaster like the past 2 seasons here at the World Juniors. So we continue on here to a power play for Canada against Finland in what has been a good hockey game thus far between the two great hockey nations. Finland in the penalty box, like I said, so massive opportunity here for Canada. 2 straight power plays in this second period of play, and Joona Saralainen, there we go. Third tries the charm. Saralainen takes the penalty for Finland. Let's do this, friends. Face off to the right of Rimpinen as Reshny draws in against Sivanto, as it'll be a face off with the opportunity to start a power play that dominated just moments ago. A lot of action towards the net there from the Canadian power play moments ago, as Reshny still kind of pivoting around that face off dot. The linesman just does not want to give him the puck, as this one's won back now by Canada, knocked away by Finland down the length of the ice and into Canadian territory as George out to play that puck. He'll leave it in behind his own net. Loading up now is Perek. Perek through the neutral zone. Cuts back, and that missed Michael Hayes. So Hayes chases it back inside his own zone and is stripped by Finland. Here could be a turning point of this game. Finland in on the attack, a 3-3 hockey game right now. Finland will skate it back, and you're starting to see NHL teams do this more too. Skate it back into their own zone and then dump it down on net. And that one hits the glove of Carter George, by the way, hitting down net, as it'll be picked up by Perek one more time. 1:20 to go here in the power play for Team Canada as they start across for the first time, really officially on this power play, as this one battled to the middle of the ice. Hey, the train's coming through town, by the way. Crossfield right on the tracks, all the way down to Carter George, and it'll be picked up by Zane Perek. 10:30 to go here in the second period. Nice breakaway for Canada in on net. Scores! Canada! Tisha Ginla! The goal they had Jerome on the pregame. Tisha Ginla scores a massive goal to break the deadlock. It is 4-3. Mikey V, you didn't have that.
I have it offside.
Oh, okay, Mikey V putting an arm up for offside, saying this one shouldn't count.
No, it's probably good.
It's
but
good?
it's
Oh,
close.
hold on here. Let's see
Close.
how it broke down. Ginla, I think he's onside there. He's got to be. No? Hold on, here's the angle. Oh, yeah, he's onside by a mile.
There's a
That's good.
guy's just changing on the other side.
Uh-oh. But
That's where they got to see it.
Aaron says, RIP Mike's prediction.
Hey, Finland can still win.
Finland could still win. There's nothing saying Finland can't win this hockey game, but there is a lot saying that Finland cannot win 4-3 now. We're back to action, the face-off, one back, Verhoff, Canada, fire
After
it
the first
in.
4 minutes of this game, I knew that prediction.
Well, yeah, when it was 2-2 inside the first 4 minutes of the game, that was pretty wild. As this one across the blue line, here now an opportunity for Finland into the Canadian zone. Perek picks up an assist. Carter George, the goaltender. You know what? Usually only happens in the EANHL when you're really, really good as a goalie. Carter George gets the assist. As this one's picked up by Ginla. Over to Martone. Martone looking to make a play through the neutral zone. He is just playing this one 6 ways to Sunday on figuring how to bobble that puck through the neutral. And Canada really not getting across that blue line clean. How about they throw themselves offside to boot? Craziness ensues there, friends. I'm going to step aside for a quick second, as I just have to quickly go upstairs and get things going. I'll be right back. All right, we're back to it, friends, as Team Canada off the draw here in the neutral zone with the puck. Roll it into Rimpinen in behind the net. He leaves it there, stops it for a gone. As, yes. Razor excited about that Iggy Jr. goal right there as we keep things rolling in behind. Gotta find my spot again. Hold on here. Sorry, my apologies. As things roll into the near side corner. Canada coming out, firing the puck towards the net. That didn't go through. And now a shot by Danford. Gets Rimpinen out stretching. This one to the front of the net there by Canada. Goes back to Danford again off the end wall. Up off. Backhand opportunity. Canada rebound. Second chance. Rimpinen glove hand save. Stop of the puck. We're going to have some after whistle shenanigans here, as that was as much chaos as you can get in front of the net in a World Juniors game without taking a penalty, I think.
Somebody just...
Oh, did you see Rimpinen swinging his stick there?
Yeah, he gave a little hack.
Woo! Let's go. As Canada having a fun game tonight. 4-3 over top of Finland. As that one got towards the net, O'Reilly was in the mix there. The former Edmonton Oilers prospect, and Boulius. And then Rimpinen, did he just stick his own guy in the rear end?
For the gonads there,
Yeah. Watch this. Oh, maybe, oh man, maybe he actually struck gold.
Oh, there you go.
Desnoyers will go to the box. So the power plays, they've been a weird one so far.
No. Both of them.
As this one will be 15-10. The shots on goal, 4-3 the goals. 7 goals, 25 shots.
Save percentage has gotten better as this game has gone along.
It's gotten better, but not great, as this one is going to be rolled back along the near side wall by the Finnish side. They'll roll it all the way off the end wall to the far wall, all the way down into the Canadian end for an icing call. We're 5-on-5, I believe, here. As we've got highlights of the World Juniors here. Jerome McGinley in 1996, 5 goals, 7 assists, 6 games, won the gold medal. Look at him
you know where
bullying
that World
Sweden.
Juniors was?
Where was it?
Red Deer.
Red Deer.
Yeah.
Legitimately just Red Deer.
No, that was Boston.
Oh, Boston.
Next year was Red Deer.
Next year was Red Deer. Okay. 4-3. Canada leads Finland here. Finland back the other way, skating 5-on-5 after the nasties after the whistle just a moment ago. McKenzie firing it off the end wall for Canada, trying to regather behind Carter George. 8:40 to go here in this, the second period to play. Hayes in on the break. Hayes denied by the pad stop of Rimpinen. Oh my goodness, that's a beauty right there if you're the Finnish side. Getting a big time stop from your big time goaltender. This one down the right wing now into the zone. The shot fired by Finland off a body and out of play. And with 8:25 to go, we have a stoppage where Finland trails Canada by 1.
Sorry, 95 was Red Deer.
95 was Red Deer. Okay. All right, so let's just count these again.
Where we at? Yeah.
We've got 5 still. 5 and the one that I have not yet to bite. So we're good to go there.
He's gonna hammer 7 during the second intermission.
Yeah, probably. And I forgot my cup of water. So you'll love to see that. I'm also getting reports that Cold Lake's not that big. That's the text message I just received. Cold Lake, Alberta is not that big.
No.
For those of you on the channel, go check out the Cold Lake, Alberta playlist here on Dolynny TV. You won't be disappointed. All right. Yes, let's get this going. Face off. One back by Canada. Picking it up is Zane Perek. Zane Perek through the middle of the ice. Cutting to the far side. Shot fired off the end wall there by Canada's little chip and charge dump. Now kind of the Finnish defense under duress in their own zone. Nice safety play to the near side as things opened up. A nice play there by Finland to get through the neutral zone, that's for sure. Down along the near side wall, the far side. Reed's going to go battling there against that number 35 guy who, for Finland, man, he had a disaster class 13 seconds in that first period. He just stumbled, bumbled, and couldn't lose the puck for the life of him. We couldn't play a puck with it either. So here we go. Reed into the corner. He'll come away with the puck after things tied up along the half wall on the far side. That's going to be fired towards the net off the pads of George this time by Finland. It'll be lifted out into the neutral zone where Canada will absolutely dummy their guy in there. And now a little bit of pushing and shoving. To the far side, Luchenko's hammered. Reed the big time. Show me slap shot there. Ooh, I ran out of air. And what a save there by Rimpinen. those are the kind of shots where, a D-man walks in like that. Those usually end up in the back of the net. It's a hard shot to stop when a guy just decides to walk down the wing and clap something on net. Is this one in behind the net? Roland Martone trying to wrap around. Their shot from the point denied there. Back to the blue line it goes. Aitchison again towards the net. It'll go out of play off a block shot in front. 6:57 to go here in this second period of play. Friends, glad to have you along for the ride here tonight as we keep things rolling here on the Dolynny TV broadcast. Again, if you haven't already had a chance to hit that subscribe button, would love for you to do that. Closing in on 18,900 subscribers here on the channel. Currently sitting at 18,868. So let's do it. Let's get going. As this will be picked up by Verhoff. Verhoff off the end wall half wall to Iginla. That came in front for Misa. Misa will come to the half wall and be denied there by Finland, and we'll come back the other way here for Canada and Finland into the Canadian zone. That one to pick up there for Iginla, and he's coming back, head of steam, into the finish zone, looking for an opportunity. The shot loading. Aitchison just couldn't bury or even get a shot off as here across the line. Finland into the Canadian end. Nice denial there by Martone, who will try and send Beaudoin. Beaudoin down the wing. Shot fired towards the net. Save is made by Rimpinen again, who's piling up save after save after save. Now he's got 15 in this game. Woo-wee. Wow, crazy. As this will be Finland firing it down off of George. Finland's had 2 or 3 shots from the neutral zone here in this game so far. Just basically counting up for them. Is this one along the wall? Picking it up, Beaudoin trying to come up with it. It won't work out. Back to the neutral zone. Across now, Brunick will fire it off the end wall for Rimpinen, who comes out yet again to slow it up here. And it'll be back to the finish side as they exit their own zone. Far side in front of the benches. This one picked up by Canada right in front of the net and scooped out of the zone. And now 2-on-2 back the other way for Canada as Beaudoin gets it over to O'Reilly. Loading up now Desnoyers. Desnoyers, the shot towards the net. The rebound available. It's in the back of the net, but the whistle blew. And Brunick is going to face some heat from the finish side. And the linesmen have to bounce that one rather quickly as Rimpinen takes the puck out of the net. My goodness, this game getting heated in a hurry here tonight. You'll love to see it between Canada and Finland at the World Juniors. I got to get back to the relaxed fit here. We had things rolling beautifully here as Canada and Finland having an absolute blast between each other here tonight. 4-3 Canada leads. And again, friends, like I'm saying, if you haven't had a chance to subscribe, we do this all year long for the Edmonton Oilers and a little bit for the World Juniors and a little bit for some other stuff throughout the year. So would love to have you be a part of it here on the live stream tonight. Oh, Mikey V found my water cup. I was dying for it, and he found it. We love it. Mikey V, how are we feeling about 4-3 midway or almost at the end of the second period here?
Kind of just turning it on. My prediction's garbage.
Hey, we love to see it. We love it. As Aaron as well, when it comes to the copyright issues, which again, friends, if you're looking for the game, you can find it on TSN or CTV in Canada tonight. What I will tell you is copyright is universal. If it's footage owned by anyone else, I can't use it. So that's kind of the issue with it. And YouTube does not play any this, that, or the other thing kind of games with it. So we're rolling along here on the live stream tonight, friends. Glad to have you aboard for what's been an awesome stream thus far. I think we've been absolutely dummying what's been a great hockey game this evening. And I think for Canada, they're starting, as Mike V said, to turn the game on finally at last here against Finland. And now can they ride the wave of momentum into the third period of play? That is going to be the question that Canada has to ask themselves as time winds down here in the third period of play. The official waved off that goal, so no goal for Canada on the play. This one will be wrapped up off the end wall. Picking it up now near side. Finland able to exit the zone. They'll get back into the neutral. Canada turns them back at their own blue line, and Finland quickly grabs it across the Canadian blue line just like that. Over now near side point. Finland, the shot from distance. Save made off of George, and now loading up. Looking through the middle is Gavin McKenna. McKenna with Martin on the wing or Hayes on the wing. Can't really tell. Can never tell with those two. 29-28 looks so similar in these Canadian uniforms. Back into the Canadian zone. The puck exited over to the finish end as Canada still trying to get that next shot on goal. They got 20 on the net now as here's McKenna. McKenna looking for the pass of the tournament here in this game almost assuredly as this one back. The shot fired by Hayes wide of the net. He's probably had 4 or 5 shots on net here this game. McKenna bouncing a puck off a Finnish player. The backhand through the slot towards the net. Dangling in front. McKenna fires the puck. Sia bodies in front, denies it. What a save there for Finland, as that very well could have been the floodgates for Canada, as this one's just seeing as we pan the camera back to the Finnish zone. We just saw Rimpinen re-pick up his stick, and this one will be loaded now for Finland. Exit through the neutral zone across to the far side. Shot fired down along the near side wall as Danford chops it along. 4 minutes to go here in the second period of play. As, Ray's asking where the relaxed look went. I was having too much fun and then got invested there when it got tight. And now we got to get back to the relaxed go here. My apologies. As, here we go. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I don't know how that stayed out. How did that? Hayes just couldn't dangle the right way through the phone booth. As this one will come back to the point now off the draw for Finland. The shot fired towards the net, blocked in front by Canada. Starting away, Jet Luchenko chasing the puck down against the Finnish side. Big battle along the wall there. Luchenko just leaned into his man, separated Luchenko himself from the stick. And now Reshny along the end wall, near side corner, loaded that puck for Coots to come grab it. Coots couldn't do the job, and now Finland through the neutral zone. In on net, shot fired, steered away by George. And the save will go in out of play. So we have a stoppage in play here with, 3.5 minutes to go. As for Gavin McKenna, in 21 games, he has a career 35 points, 7 power play goals, and 4 game-winning goals, 2 hat tricks. Monday versus Denmark and 2024 U18 gold medal game for Gavin McKenna. As Gavin McKenna had 20 points in 7 games played at the U18 2024 Worlds. So here we go. Face off inside the Canadian zone. Riley wins it back off the draw now for Perek, and this will be lifted out into Finnish territory. Lots on that puck, but not enough for icing. Around to the near side, it rolls as out on the wing. Finland was able to escape the zone. Canada, though, quickly back in charge of the puck. They'll tap it off of the backhand of O'Reilly into the near side or far side corner in the Finnish zone. Coming now to the near side corner as Finland will see this roll up against the wall. Canada tries to deny once, twice, and successful there. Sam O'Reilly towards the net, bouncing from Beaudoin. Scores the goal that puts Canada up 5-3, just like that. What a smart play out of the corner to roll that one basically just off the side of the net, really, and find the back of the net just like that. What a play there from Canada. You love to see it. And hopefully now things continue in a positive manner. And sorry, friends, the whole time I've had the subscribe ad up. My apologies. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, my goodness. I was like, why does it keep rolling that? Hey, that's what the preview eventually is for. As there I am. Sorry. My apologies, friends. All good. Maybe if I don't feel like being on camera, that's an idea in the future. But 2-0 Boston. Yeah. Mikey V with the bad news as Beaudoin fires a puck home. Big time goal there. By the way, I had eaten half of this already, actually.
Oh.
I didn't realize.
Well, that's what I was saying.
That's 6. All right. Canada, ready to back to action here. As it'll come down into the Finnish zone. Again, another dumb. Here's Verhoff. Shot towards the net. Goes wide, and Ginla picks this one up. Beaudoin from Desnoyers and O'Reilly. Cole Beaudoin's first goal of the tournament, by the way. 23 shots to go here for Canada to the 11 for Finland.
Finland's got a shot in the last 10 minutes.
Oh, here they will. Shot towards the net. Scores. 5-4.
Hey, the old Mikey V effect.
The old Mikey V effect.
Yeah.
You love it. Mikey V gets the job done, and Finland's back in this one. 5-4.
I swear to God, I open my mouth and it's never positive.
Well, you know what? Things could be worse.
Oh, it's funny. I'm pretty sure Finland haven't got a shot on net in 10 minutes there. But That was top cheese. That was a good.
Well,
Good snipe there.
it gives us something to talk about in the intermission, right? That's what I'd say. Friends, I'd say if you're handling the situation tonight, it's probably not well. We'll say that. Canada and Finland has been an absolute goal fest so far, and it continues to live up to the billing that it always was going to be a good game on the New Year's Eve bash here on Dolynny TV tonight. And I am loving the heck out of this hockey game so far. It's been a great one. Glad to have you along for it, as this one's won back by Canada off the draw. Rupe Vesturinen? I don't know even. Hey, man, they flash these names so fast at the World Juniors on the broadcast nowadays, I couldn't even tell you what half of them are. As it's picked up inside their own zone by Finland, chipped out to the neutral. Canada immediately chips it back in. Across to the far side, Finland will look this one up through the neutral. They'll tap in. They'll roll all the way to Carter George off the end wall. Canada along the near side boards, gets it out to the neutral territory. And now I feel like both teams are going to trade the puck a little bit more here as we wind down this minute 44. Finland stripped of the puck there. McKenna trying to skate away with it. He's trying to bust through traffic. He's not Connor McDavid, not yet. So that one didn't quite work out for him. And back now, not Switzerland, not Sweden, Finland across the blue line into the Canadian zone, trying to gun up the home run pass to McKenna and I believe Martin. That didn't work out for Canada either. And here's McKenna again. This second line, dangerous all tournament for Canada as McKenna across now for Prek. Prek skates past man. Shot fired. Ooh, ho, ho, ho. Rempinen had to be careful there. You know that's a big time goal scoring opportunity for the one, the only Zane Prek. But it looks like we have a penalty upcoming to Canada here for a tripping call.
Oiler update.
Oh.
Zach Hyman. Late in the first.
Point per game player this year.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Has himself a goal. Dale Hunter, not looking too impressed on the bench because
those Flames prospects, get rid of them. Bunch of bums.
Well, we know a guy. We love him though too. It's tough. As Aaron says, Raptors lose to Denver 106-103. That's a low-scoring NBA game.
Wow, that's because there was no Jokic.
Oh,
so
yes.
The Raptors still lost to Denver.
Yes. Okay. Here's Finland. Over to the far side, the one-timer queued up. Goes off the end wall as it didn't hit the net there on George. Finland near side. They've got the power play here to tie the game with 47 seconds to go in the second period. Leave it for the high point man. Now near side, looking to line up a pass that opens up the seam. Finland, high point again. Down low to the near side. Back to the high point. That puck eludes two men at the blue line. Goes up and out into the neutral zone. Finland now, near side pass. Gunning up across the line. The shot towards George. Steered away. And George really authority with that puck bounce off his pads all the way down the clearance for Canada. Down to the finish end. Rimpinen played that puck. Finland with 12 seconds to work with here as they start up through the middle of the ice. Into the Canadian zone. 8 seconds left as the puck to the middle of the ice. The shot goes up over top of the top corner. And now George able to stick it away with the glove. 2 seconds remain in this second period. Carter George has had a weird night.
Yeah.
And with a minute to go in the power play, 58 seconds at the start of the third period, Razor wants to know, Shorty?
No, not out.
Well, Razor, by the way.
I don't like razors. That's why I got a
No. Razor is the legendary Rednecks brother.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Here we go. All right. Face off to the left of George. Face off won back by Finland, but it don't matter. That's it. That's all. Time's done here in the second period of play. Reshny wanted a part of the Finnish player. The Finnish player wanted a part of Reshny. But we will have a moment to take a break in the action, friends. Thanks for being aboard here on Dolynny TV. Appreciate you hanging out. If you haven't left a like on the stream yet, make sure to do that here tonight. Zane Perek, Julius Miettinen, Brady Martin, Oliver Savento, Brady Martin again, Lassie Boulius, Tisha Ginla, Cole Baudouin, Rupi Vesturinen, Reinen, I couldn't tell you. It's 5-4, friends. It's been a big night of goal scoring here at the World Juniors New Year's Eve bash here on Dolynny TV. Glad to have you. I'm going to step aside, let Mikey V let the dog out, get a fresh drink, and we'll have the intermission report here for you in a matter of about 3 minutes. Thanks for being aboard. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. It's been the New Year's Eve special so far, so we might as well bust out the old guitar here, friends. Have a good old time. Team Canada, man oh man, what a night. It's been a good game. We're up 5-4 on Finland after 2. Let's go Canada with a win tonight. Alright, anyway, enough goofing off. Canada leads Finland 5-4. It's been a heck of a hockey game. I'll be right back. Put this guitar away. Yeah, we're having too much fun, I think. That is to say, the guitar gets busted out simply because old Mikey V bailed on me. Mikey V, you know, he heard that I wanted him to come help out with the, well, maybe he's back. Oh, he hasn't left yet. Okay,
Go Oilers.
He's yelling in the door. Is it 2-2?
No.
Okay. First intermission, 2-1. But anyway, old Mikey V hasn't bailed on me yet, but he plans on bailing on us, so he won't be available for the second period intermission. Hey, there we go. There we go. Just set off the entire house alarm. Why not? Let's go. As it's been a fun hockey game between Canada and Finland thus far. Old Connor Bears losing his absolute god for loving mind there. As the old doorbell ringing there by Mikey V. And oh my goodness, it's been a chaos stream so far. Friends, probably the funnest stream of the year. We saved it for New Year's Eve. As, yeah, Canada 5-4 after 2. It's been a goal-scoring fest all night long. Art's cheering for old Iggy there to get this, well, what would be the hat trick against Finland tonight. The goal scoring has not been hard to come by for either side. Finland, the most recent, cutting the 5-3 lead to a 5-4 lead for Canada, which sets up what will be a heck of a, yes indeed, third period for Canada against Finland here. So glad to have you along. Want to make sure I didn't leave you on the subscribe ad there. It's been a good night of hockey so far. Let me quickly double check where we're sitting at likes. We're sitting at 40 so far. So if you haven't hit that like button, we're trying to gun up for the goal of 80 tonight. That's our best stream of the World Juniors so far, was a total of 80. So I'd love if you could hit that as we continue along here this evening. My goodness, we're rolling. Canada, Finland, a fun night of hockey so far. Mikey V has been an absolute electric host here on the Couch Edition. And I think as well it's been a fun time. Everybody in the chat keeping things moving along over there. And hopefully this evening Canada can find a way to reward all our efforts for sitting at home, not partying. Well, maybe you're partying back home. I don't know. Speaking for myself personally and Mikey V, I guess. Hopefully old Canada can reward our efforts and come away with the victory, and then I can show up late to the party here tonight, fashionably late, which old Dolynny TV is getting real good at. I know in college, and I swear, if I'm talking to any of my college professors from Nate back in the mid-2010s there, I apologize for this, but I got to tell you, the best advice I ever got was if you're going to be early, be half an hour early, because if you're half an hour early, you're half an hour late. And I'll tell you, lately I've been failing that mission statement for the better part of 2025, and I look forward to getting back to that here in 2026. But for right now, fashionably late to close out the year to the party. And we'll see how that translates to everybody being excited to see me, 3/4 inebriated, when I roll into the garage here in Crossfield and say, Happy New Year! Canada won the World Juniors game this evening, hopefully by 7 goals. Like 7 goals to something against Finland. All right, what do we know? It's 5-4. Zane Perek, he's had an interesting game. Brady Martin himself. Gavin McKenna as well. I guess who's hoping for what out of this, the third period? Are you hoping for a big-time goal from, maybe Iginla? You hoping for a big-time goal from the captain Martone? You hoping that Gavin McKenna puts his legacy all over this game and makes sure Canada wins the group? I mean, right now we got 593 votes on the poll, and we're looking at 76% for Canada, 24% for Finland. So there is something to be said there as well as Angela comes in, going for Canada. Captain coming in. This is talking about the IIHF reffing again. It kind of is what it is. Again, this is junior level reffing, even if they got the professionals. And I don't know what Roger's going on about there, but that's all right. That's all right. We're good. I think I'm missing a Simpsons reference or something, but it has been one heck of a hockey game tonight for Canada, for Finland. It's been a fun one. It's been a blast to be a part of so far, and looking forward to seeing how this one shakes out here tonight. Of course, friends, again, what I will tell you, if you haven't already hit that subscribe button, make sure to do that. Simply put, we're trying to hit 18,900 subscribers here tonight to set up 19,000 just shortly into the new year. And that would be absolutely fantastic if we could achieve that. As 780 coming in the chat, good old 780 is maybe later tonight at about 3 in the morning. I'll hop on with 780 and the boys, get some Chell or some Battlefield going. Happy New Year to you, sir. Glad to have you along for the stream here tonight, as I don't have the best view of this chat, as Creedon coming in as well, going for Canada. So starting to see some folks trickle in here, going for the old Canadian squad. We haven't really have we had at all any Finnish flags in the chat? I do not know that yet, as it's been a hockey game nonetheless. As I'm out of breath. It's been a long night, and I'm a little lonely. Mikey V left me. Mikey V left me all by my lonesome to finish off this third period in what's been a fun hockey game. Oh, no, he's out there yelling on the doorstep. Never mind. He's cursing my name for talking crap about him. That's what's going on here. All right, give me a sec to go refill the water cup. Not usually I'm drinking out of a water cup. Normally a big old water bottle, big old soda stream. He's yelling on the phone. Hey, Mikey V! As we get things going here. As I wonder if old Troy will come on into the stream here and at least make an appearance tonight. I'd love to see that. Love to see old Troy make an appearance here on Dolynny TV this evening. As we getting out of work at 3 a.m. Well, hopefully I'm not getting home back here to the couch in Crossfield at 3 a.m. But there is a distinct possibility I will be. So we'll see how that goes, Cam. But would love to definitely, hopefully hook up with you online if that's possible tonight. Friends, what do we know about the goal scoring tonight? Let's go over that one more time for those in the back that are just kind of skirting into the live stream right now and missed it. Let's go for it, all right? Zane Perek, minute 13 in, kick-started this game, followed by Julius Miettinen, Brady Martin, then Oliver Suvanto. It was 2-2. 6 minutes into the hockey game. Brady Martin, Lassie Boulias make it 3-3 at the end. End of one. Then Tija Ginla, Kobel Duane made it 5-3. And Rupi Vestarainen made it 5-4. So we got ourselves one heck of a hockey game. 23 shots for Canada, 12 for Finland. Goaltending at a premium for Canada, as I might be at the Olympics too. But that's just kind of where we're at right now as it comes to Carter George needing to have his biggest third period of the tournament thus far. And hopefully an effort here. Obviously, he had a big third period against Czechia and didn't play against Latvia, so can't really count that one at all. But let's go quickly check things one more time again here, friends. We're rolling along here on the live stream tonight to close out 2025. Thank you for hanging out here on Dolynny TV. Appreciate everybody being a part of things here this evening. It's been a fun World Juniors so far, and looking forward to crushing off what should be a great end to it this weekend. And then into Monday, the Team Canada 2026 roster. Connor McDavid will try and win his first Olympic gold as a member of Team Canada. James Duthie, Darren Drager on the panel here. Darren Drager sporting the full-on gray nowadays. Man, what did I miss here? Darren going gray on us. Wild. Absolutely wild. As we are just about set for this period to get underway here, I think here sometime soon. At least we should be close to getting set as we're rolling on in the second period intermission. Mikey V, you still haven't left there, good sir.
No.
Oh, I thought Troy Boy was coming to get you. Oh, he's hesitating, is he? That'll happen. All right, well, you get on into your regular old post there, and you tell me what you think of that. Look on the camera there. There you go. There you are. Yep. Okay, you tell me what you think of that second period.
Canada dominated. The much better team.
But they only find themselves up a goal.
Unfortunately.
There it is.
Yes.
Caveat. But the Boston Bruins, they find themselves up a goal.
That's okay.
That's unfortunate.
That's how the Oilers roll.
That's just it.
Yeah.
Good old.
Yeah. I'm not worried about that. Yeah. Connor McDavid, 13-game point streak.
But who got the assist?
Connor and Leon.
Oh, Connor and Leon.
Yes,
okay.
Sir.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, it was not a power play marker though.
No. I'm assuming that
they were
those
short-handed.
two on the ice that they must have just killed a penalty.
No.
Oh.
No.
All right.
Old coach. Coach threw him out there after it looks like Casey Middlestat made it 2-0.
Oh.
Oh yeah, coach was not impressed.
Sending a message.
Oh no! I see what pissed off old Coach Knobloch there. Casey Middlestat.
Yeah.
2-0.
Yeah.
From Victor Arvidsson and Hampus Lindholm.
Oh.
That's what did it.
Oh.
Now we know. Now we understand. There.
He's been playing better this year.
Well, I mean, when you don't just break yourself because you're a piece of glass to start the season and actually, get a full training camp and a full season in, maybe you're actually capable of doing something. I don't know. The Oilers just don't pick the best guys.
No.
That's never been our forte. Nothing personal against Victor Arvidsson, by the way. I'm sure he's a great human being.
Little personal.
Oh, is your ride here? No. All right. So then, what else do we figure? Oh, yeah, I love this. This is the best gimmick on the whole live stream right here. I busted out the guitar and tried to sing a little song about the game here.
I heard.
Great.
Quite embarrassing.
Yeah, that was great. Somebody needs to clip that for me. But, yeah, as we go on here tonight, friends, third period's upcoming between Canada and Finland. It's been a heck of a hockey game. I think I'm taking this. Oh, here we go. No, but we can't actually sing songs here. That's the problem. Songs are copyright material. Oh boy.
This is just nope.
Oh, here we go.
What if I write my own song?
All right. No? Okay.
Oh, hold on here. No, it's the neighbors. I'm still live on location. Dolynny TV, everybody. Like and subscribe if you haven't hit that button yet.
What do you think Bravaro would think of this live stream?
Rob Ra is currently watching Stranger Things, and I just called him.
Okay.
And I warned him. He has 2 friends watching with him. And if there is one spoiler, one child will be murdered. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All
So,
right. It's life or death. Friends, this Stranger Things is life or death.
no spoilers on the stream, even though I will be gone. But
You'll be watching in the garage on Sean and Ash's TV.
well, no, I doubt it.
What, you think they'll have the Flames game on instead?
I don't know. Who cares about the Flames? Honest to God, like, if you're a Flames fan, I don't know. Clearly, you're probably not a part of this live stream or channel, but yeah, it's quite embarrassing. It's okay. It's okay.
Oh, I'm loving it. All right, well, that's great. The Flames slander, I try to play it down the middle, but not everybody else here has to play it down the middle, so that's good.
Flames
As
suck.
Mr. Urban wondering, where are we tonight? We're on the couch in Crossfield.
Live, on location, Mikey V's. Anybody's welcome. I won't be here, but I don't know. House Wrecker. Let's go.
Okay. All right, so we'll shut it down after Sean and Ashley's. I love it. Friends, the intermission of the oil match is the IIHF. Inspiratio. Not too happy with that. And
Who's not?
well, in Spirito? Maybe in Spirito.
Not too happy about what?
The Oilers intermission and the IIHF intermission matching up.
Oh, no, that's whatever. It is what it is.
Ah, fair. All right. That's the wise words of Mikey V. It is what it is.
Well, what do you do?
Party on, Wayne.
Party on guard.
All right. Let's
Giddy
do
up.
this. Gord Miller, Mike Johnson. Well, let's do a third period of play as too legit going for the Oilers. As Squish trying to figure out if Team Canada's won. Oh man, here's
Dolynny TV. Let's go.
oh Mikey V in the kitchen right now, enjoying himself a time. We are
Where we at for after 8 minutes? What did Dolynny TV crush there?
after 8 minutes. I'm at 6.
Oh no, he's way under, folks. I hope you bet the under.
And I'll tell you, I will not be switching to the Oilers game after this ends, but we'll be good. It is party time in Crossfield tonight in the garage, Sean and Ash's garage, hoedown tonight. Let's go.
Oilers win.
Oilers win. Well, it's a given, right? Spoilers win. Mikey V's 0 for 1 in prediction so far, but he's going for 1 for 2. Here's Finland. Finland up through the middle of the ice. They're into the zone. We're back. It's the third period of play. We're rocking. We're rolling here in this Canada game. 19:45 to go in this third period of play. Finland coming back through their own zone, trying to find a lane to get up through the middle of the ice or somewhere in the ice. Canada, they don't care. They'll turn them back. Half a minute gone in this third period of play. Half a minute to go in the Finnish power play as Finland and Canada come right down to the wire tonight. I can almost guarantee you that as it's turned back by Canada one more time. Here's a shorthanded opportunity in on net. Backhand off of Rimpinen. And it was a great play there by Luchenko to get that one on net and a good rush down the ice. Finland getting going in on the effect. Oh, there's Mikey V trying to get the old Stogue in there as this one comes back across the line. And again, another great play by Canada. 2 seconds left on the power play. It is up and done here in this one as Finland coming back across the blue line to the near side boards, bouncing it. Canada again quickly able to deny. There we go. See, Mikey V's got the old stick and cues for you. As 18:48 to go. Mortone, not a penalty. Okay. Steal here by Canada. Turned right immediately back over to Finland. Finland up through the neutral zone, cutting up. Mikey V is out of here. As this will be Aitchison behind his own net to the near side boards. We'll settle down now. We'll get back to a normal old live stream here. Picking it up. Aitchison inside his own zone. 5-4 here in this hockey game. It's 18:20 to go in the third period. 23-12 the shots on goal for Team Canada. This one off the end wall. Canada first one there as Misa will get to that puck. He'll lose it to the Finnish side and then jam it along the wall in time for Canadian possession. Back down to Rimpinen. Over to the far side. The Finnish blue line taps it up along the wall. That's not going to work out for them. They recoup in their own zone though on the recover by Canada, just forced it down deeper, and here comes now for Finland to load up as the line change complete. Finland trying to gut through the middle of the ice and just simply fire it in to the Canadian end. George out to play that puck, loading up now, an attack from McKenzie and the Canadian core. As this will come up through the middle of the ice, McKenna chasing this one on the Finnish blue liner. Couldn't do it there, and it'll be tapped along the wall, and Brady Martin instead will fire the puck in for Canada. I am out of juice. I have been yelling too much here on the stream so far tonight. Back into the neutral zone, Canada pitch and catch, as Canada's playing an effective clock management game here, just killing clock, and maybe they want to get one more goal before they decide to do that too thoroughly here against Finland in this third period of play. Coming up through the middle, Finland in on the attack, shot towards George, big save right there, his 13th shot against the game, and then that one blocked in front, and here's McKenna trying to squirt free through the middle of the ice, trying to dance in twice, 3 times over, couldn't do it. Finland able to steal that puck away, and then a big hit by Canada, almost separated man from puck, but it didn't work out there, not that way anyway, as George will come off the crease. He'll play it from behind the net, and Reed will lift out into the middle of the ice, loading up now. Finland down the right wing, Finland towards the middle of the ice, the shot towards the net, not coming, poke checked off the stick there. Finland, the shot through traffic, denied, and this will be picked up by Denoyer. Back to the blue line, Finland far side of the offensive zone. Finland at the high blue line, looking, walking the blue line still, looking to load a shot. Canada defending well, turned into the defense of Canada there, but Finland still able to squirt that puck free. Pass to the middle, denied by Denoyer. Back to the middle of the ice, backhand shovel for Finland. Now a shot again, another wholesale sellout there by Baudouin to block that shot in front. This one loading up. Finland's got 23% of the vote on the poll. Finland still rolling the zone, shot towards George, save is made, 14th shot of the game for Finland. 15:48 to go, Finland not going anywhere yet, as they have not been able to find the back of the net, nor have they gave up on trying to find the back of the net. 23-14 the shots. Loading behind the net, Finland off to the guy, standing as they will complete line changes here. This one will get this one going. From behind to the far side, Finland across the line, leaving it there for George, picking it up, Aitchison. So Finland just tapped that one on George. Aitchison was able to get the zone clear. There's 15-15 to go here in the third period to play across the line. Reshny looking to the middle of the ice, picking it up. Nice play there by Luchenko to drive into the boards and try to get a little bit extra out it to the far side. That'll be Danford with the puck over to Luchenko. Middle of the ice. Here's a backhand for Coots, denied in front. 14:57 to go in this third period of play. Coots will go to the box for tripping. Oh boy, this is a big penalty here against Canada. As Christine, welcome aboard. And yeah, hopefully Canada can find a way to win tonight's hockey game. They're starting to take some penalties here. As a tripping call against Coots will send Canada to the box. You never want your fourth line to take a penalty, especially in the third period. And that's the case here for Coots and Team Canada as it currently stands. So we'll see how this plays out, but a dangerous moment. The game hangs in the balance here, at least for the moment, for Canada as they try to fight off this power play for Finland. Be interesting to see how this shakes, because obviously a major moment in this hockey game. Face-off won by Finland. Shot, ripped, save made by Carter George, and we'll have a stoppage and play once more. With just 3 seconds gone on the power play, Finland set play off the draw immediately to the face-off. And I sniff overtime out of this game. Happy to be wrong. Hopefully be wrong in this one, as Canada needs a solid rest of the 15 minutes remaining in this hockey game. A good clear down the length of the ice. They will kill at least another 10 seconds of clock here on that clear, so that's huge for us. 14:38 to go in the third period of play. Time continues to wind down on Finland, but they're only a goal shy, so there's plenty of time on the clock. Don't you worry, they're offside at the Canadian blue line with 14:31 to go. 24-15 the shots on goal for Canada. $1.37 remains in the power play for Finland. 5-4 the score in favor of the Canadian side. And I've got the hiccups to some degree. As Baudouin, he's having himself a heck of a game all of a sudden. Let's see, think they made a mistake going with Ingram instead of Pickard against the Bruins. Roger? Could be fair. I don't know. Pickard obviously had that brilliant game against Winnipeg. Puck now near side. Reshny will shovel it off the end wall. Picking it up, Brunick. Brunick will get out into the neutral and clear it all the way on that bounce past the Canadian attacker in the neutral zone for a nice little ice of the puck on this penalty kill. Finland, a misplay on the redirection on the power play, loading him up, the Miettinen captain guy there for Finland. He'll got to the near side, and this will be fired in on George off a bounce. George, do it himself. Why not? I'm a guy. Firing it all the way into the Finnish zone. Boulius with the puck. Cross to his partner out there on this power play. As they look to load things up. One more time does Finland. 45 seconds remains in the power play for Finland, as they just can't seem to get things going here. 35 seconds now. 13:29 to go in this third period of play. Canada turns it back at the blue line for a brief moment. Now we'll get the full length of the ice clear down on Rimpinen. Rimpinen will leave it there for his countrymen, and this will be 20 seconds remaining in the power play for Finland. This power play has been dry as paint right now, as this one coming back over, fired in on George. It went wide. George directs it over to Aitchison, and that will be a full length of the ice clear. Boring hockey, effective hockey. Canada kills the penalty for Finland, or power play for Finland, as the penalty for Canada expires. And rejoining the play is Coots. This one up out of play by Finland with 12:48 to go here in this one. As we are rolling along here, friends. I'm going to take a quick second to go refill the water cup. We're on a commercial timeout. Might as well. It's been a good hockey game so far tonight, hasn't it? Hey, Condor Bears. As I can tell you, one thing I smell, friends, is party time. Oh boy, do I smell party time. Old designated driving is going to kick in after midnight, but for right now, it's time to make sure everybody has a fun time. I'm making sure everybody's taking the old shots off the fireball bottle. Whatever the heck everybody feels like getting up to before I get there, I'll make sure to encourage it here. So we'll see how it goes. But an absolute gem of a game between Canada and Finland so far tonight. I've enjoyed every second of this one, except for that last penalty kill from Canada, which was just ineptitude by Finland, but that's whatever, it's fine. We don't need Finland to be lights out every second of this game, do we? I don't think so. As we wait for Canada to try and obviously secure the victory this evening. College football playoff. We got a little bit of college football playoff on New Year's Day. Like to see that. And thank you, Easton, for hitting that subscribe button, friends, as we continue to rack up the subscribers here and closing in on 19,000 and hopefully 20,000 by the time we hit probably the end of February, the beginning of March, or the end of the NHL season. Depends how the Olympics go here on the channel. Michael Misa in the face-off dot for Canada, 25-15. The shots on goal, face-off down. Perek in behind his own net, as this will be fired up to the middle of the ice. Picking it up there, Canada chipping across the blue line. Misa with the puck for Canada. He'll spin off the check as he'll go rolling now near side. That puck escapes Reed at the blue line. Never really a solid pass to him. 12:29 to go here in this third period of play as we get closer and closer to that final 10 minutes, which will be in an absolute electric factory between Canada and Finland on the New Year's Eve bash here at the World Juniors. Is this one for Martone? Hey, you know what? Happy New Year to our friends in Newfoundland, by the way. This one, a pass to the open. Misa, the shot up over top of the net. Rimpinen might have gotten a piece of that. Reed, the shot through traffic, blocked in front, and this one goes up and out of play. But to our Newfie friends, like I said, happy New Year to you. 2026, she's a beauty already. I can guarantee it, and I'm still 3.5 hours from getting there. That was a great pass. Misa wide open. And Canada just could not execute the play as a diving play by Finland to try and interfere there as well. As, man, oh man. A big time game here out of everybody involved for Canada. T. Jaginla Obviously, he's had himself a game scoring a goal. As Daryl welcome in. And Easton asking what my favorite hockey team is. Well, at the NHL level, it's the Edmonton Oilers. That'll tell you that much for sure. This one across the line, bouncing inside, off the end wall. Now, Aitchison with the puck. It'll be lifted into the neutral zone. Here we go. Canada across the line. O'Reilly to the middle for Baudouin. Score! Just like that, Canada finds the back of the net. And oh ho ho ho, it's 6-4 against Finland with 11:40 to go in this third period of play. You love to see it here. As Canada getting the job done for us here this evening. Oh boy, let's go. Let's get this finished here. Is that play by O'Reilly on to Baudouin. Rimpinen just could not believe the attack and the speed at which it came from. As O'Reilly, a perfectly labeled puck and just over the outstretched pad by Baudouin. What a goal there, as Baudouin has himself 2 goals. Cole Baudouin wearing the A and scoring goals here for Team Canada at the World Junior level. And again, friends, if you want to be like Easton and hit that subscribe button, I currently encourage you to do that. Canada taking the 6-4 lead. Love to have you aboard for the quarterfinals. As we know, Canada will be there. It's just a matter of who or when here at the quarterfinals in Minnesota. This one to the front of the net by Finland. It's directed away from the front of the net by Canada. Back along the end wall, Brunick picking this puck up. He will spin, looking to get off this check here. Picking it up, Finland along the near side is help to Canada. And it'll exit the zone here as this one will be battled there by Martin. Martin across the line, the shot on net. Denied there as Desnoyers and O'Reilly pick up the assists on the Cole Baudouin marker. 6-4 the lead for Canada as this one across the line as Finland loads up the attack towards the middle. That one can't be directed on net. 10:55 to go. A nice play by George. Dribbles it off of Brunick back to himself. And we'll have a stoppage in play with, a few minutes of time here to go. So, friends, Cole Baudouin with a heck of a goal there. Huge goal for Team Canada. And now we've got to see how this shakes out. Here's we carry on as I'm going to quickly go to the scoreboard here. Try and find the Oilers game in which it's 3-1 Boston currently. Oh boy. Oh boy. What are the Oilers doing? What are we doing? As this one's going to be picked up, lifted out by Canada, back in. Here's now a one-on-one. Oh, a misplay there by Coots. Could not handle himself well enough to get past the defender of Finland. This one chipped back in by Canada with 10:37 to go in this third period of play. Time winding down on Finland. What an absolute gem of a game this one's been. Fired off the end wall by Canada, dumping it into Finnish territory. This one eludes the defender, and now Coots, the first man on it for Canada. He's going to leave it there for Luchenko. Luchenko along the wall will come around to the near side. Picking it up now is Reed. Reed off the end wall for Luchenko. Can't get it through to him cleanly. And Finland's able to clear to the far side boards. Perek keeps it alive. Canada bunched up at the blue line will be forced out by Finland. This one now backhanded in on the Canadian territory by Finland. Picking it up relatively easy was Perek, losing it though. And then Martone just flips it out into the neutral zone, dribbling into Finnish territory. Nieminen picks it up with 9:47 to go in this third period of play. We're inside the final 10 minutes to play. I can smell a party as we got about 20 minutes left in this hockey game by the time the time winds off the clock. 9:35 to go here in this third period of play. Finland dumps it back into the Canadian zone. Picking it up is Danford. Danford over to Aitchison. It'll be chipped along the wall. And we are inside the 9.5 minute mark of this third period just like that. Time moving quickly. Canada forcing their will on Finland. 6 goals, 28 shots, 4 against, 15 shots against. Finland trying to start out from behind the net here as they will go left, then right. Martone doing a good job holding pressure. Now across to the number 22 for Finland. Up the right wing, Finland battling for this puck. Canada will just turn them back there at the blue line once more. Inside the last 9 minutes to go in the third period of play. Picking it up, Finland in behind their own net. Looking to get things going, walk out from behind. Finland with the puck. Now up through the middle of their own zone to the far side boards in front of the Canada bench. towards the net. The shot fired, save made by Georgia. Kick out that was so insanely important to keeping this game 6-4. 8.5 minutes to go now in this third period. Canada continues the pressure as Desnoyers can't get the puck turned over there against Finland. This one batted around behind the end wall. Picking it up. Finland looking to the middle of the ice. It'll be picked up through the blue line area. Across the line, dribbling across. It'll be now Reed. Reed with the puck. He'll skate out from behind the net. It'll be lifted into the neutral ice territory by Canada. And we are now inside the final 8 minutes to play here in the third period to play. Canada doing one heck of a job killing clock here against Finland, friends. It's been a masterclass so far in this third period. They got the goal they needed, and an icing call there against Canada inside the 7:51 mark of the third period. Thank you so much for being aboard here tonight. Do appreciate everybody hanging out. 665 votes on the poll this evening. Appreciate that as well as we continue for what has been a fun hockey game again. If you haven't had the chance to hit that subscribe button yet tonight, make sure to do that here. I'd love to have you aboard as a regular subscriber here on the channel. We're now closing in on the last 16 to 18,900. Finland off the draw, won the puck, couldn't do the job. And this will be one back to the blue line. 19,000, not 1,900, sorry. 7:42 to go in the third period play. Finland turns the puck over to Canada midline. Shot from the slot from McKenna. Goes up over top of the net. And we'll have a puck go to play with 7:34 to go here in the third period of play. We'll be right back, friends. I'm just going to step aside quickly for a second here. What a night for Canada, and a chance now to finish it off. It's all it comes down to here is finishing this job if you're Team Canada. Ultimately, they got to get the job done. So, you know, obviously the goals scored against Rimpinen have been absolutely important, crucial, really, to getting Canada going where they have tonight. It's been a fantastic evening of goal scoring, 6 of them in total. There was questions if the goal scoring would ever come for Canada. It has. You know, in the game against Denmark, it did against Czechia. Every game except for Latvia, Canada has found a way to score 6+. So this one loading back now for Finland across the Canadian line to the far side, looking back door. Finland was unable to connect. We're inside the last 7.5 minutes to go in this third period of play. This is going to be flipped back into the zone. Here's McKenna trying to skate free and just cannot fire it up over top of the far side corner on the glove hand side of Rimpinen. And now we got 7:13 to go in this third period of play. Canada, Ontario's Cole Baudouin from Barrie of the OHL, 2024 first round draft pick, 24th overall. So we got the Baudouin family there chatting things over here in the crowd. Cole Baudouin's family having a good old time in the crowd here tonight. His mom gets energetic in the crowd. 28-16. Father Eric played 3 seasons with Florida. Eric Baudouin. Okay, who knew? I guess that makes sense. Usually NHLers or next generation NHLers anyway. Because this one's going to be flipped down to Rimpinen. Far side. Finland trying to see this one not tapped off their stick as this comes now cleanly inside their zone as a zone clear underway inside the last 7 minutes to go here in this third period to play. Reshny picking up the puck though on the turnover. Reshny passing in the middle for Coots. Tip in front for Luchenko. Couldn't get the puck down, and here comes Finland. Finland across the line. Shot towards George. Denied there is going in the corner. Verhoff. Verhoff out there with a 2-goal lead as this puck's picked up by Canada. Canada will look to pivot again through the neutral zone inside the last 6.5 to go here in this third period of play. Now time continues to wind down on Finland. Finland in behind their own net, looking to skate out as this one will continue to curl here as Finland continues to just wait out Canada, and the line changes for Finland to be complete. This one, as Mikey V back in the chat saying Finland still wins, and Random Hockey Fan going for Canada. Back out into the neutral zone. Well, friends, we've run down another 30 seconds of clock. Finland has 6 minutes of which to tie this hockey game here down by 2. Looking to get across the Canadian line. I told you, you know what? Finland's always hanging around for every single game. They're far from out of it here. Zane Perek, one of the best celebrations of the game. And Aaron's asking off topic, do you guys think Bo stays with the Jays? Yes, I really hope Bo does, because the Jays are about to have themselves a magical 2026. That much is for sure. So we're closing in again. Like I said, we're 15 subscribers away from 18,900 friends. If you haven't hit that subscribe button, you're getting a good taste of what Dolynny TV is all about, and then some here tonight if you've been hanging out the whole duration, so appreciate that. And what I will tell you as well, definitely, hit that like button on the stream if you haven't already. Would love to have you do that. We're closing in on 55 likes this evening, so kind of enjoying what's been a weird night in terms of really the goal scoring for both teams. Hot and heavy early on, and then Finland's kind of faded, and hopefully Canada can keep going and Finland doesn't revive themselves here late in this third period of play. It's been a fun hockey game though. I can't understate that enough. It's or understate that at all. It's been fantastic. Start to finish, this hockey game has been everything you dream of for New Year's Eve. As Canada versus whoever on Friday at 6 p.m. once again. So we will have a 6 p.m. game on Friday night for the quarterfinals right here on Dolynny TV. Glad to have you come back if you do, as all the Canadian fans are dancing and singing in the crowd, having one heck of a time. As Misa will take the face-off here outside the Canadian line, inside the last 6 minutes to go in this third period of play. Puck's played back down to Reed. Reed over to the far side for Danford. Danford on the tape of Misa, and Canada continues to kill clock, now rolling around inside the offensive zone on the Finnish side. 5:30 remains in this third period of play. Tapped there by Reed, over to Danford again, loading up Misa one more time, across to the far side. Martone's going to get in there for Canada. He will not be successful, and Finland will once again try to load up through the middle. Reed backhand tap back to the blue line. Across now, Canada loading up. It'll be picked up by Finland. 5:14 to go in the third period. Off the wall into the middle of the ice in the Canadian zone. Perek had to be careful. Finland was bearing down on that play. And here's Iginla on the pass from Perek, getting it going back into the Finnish zone towards the net. Rimpinen sees it bounce off him. And how many times at the side of the net is that going to happen tonight for, of course, Rimpinen, as this one's loaded up. Backhand there by Martone off the end wall. As 4:45 to go here in this third period of play. The Suomi side, Finland, trying to get over to their own zone with 4.5 remaining in this hockey game, of which to do something against the end wall in Canada's zone. Far side corner back to the blue line. Over now near side. Puck drifted to the blue line again. Finland, the shot through traffic. Rebound opportunity. Kicked out by Carter George, thankfully. 4:20. If you enjoy, have at it. As Canada finishes off this hockey game here. 6-4, 28-18. The shots on goal for Canada over Finland. 4:09 to go. The time continues to wind down here. As Germany versus Denmark is the relegation game on Friday. Okay. As this will be picked up. Shot fired into the zone by Finland. This will be picked up by Canada one more time. They will clear back into the Finnish zone. There's just some kind of methodical feeling to this. Canada get it into the Finnish zone. Dump and clear. Stay strong at the blue line. Turn it back again. Here's Canada as McKenna tries to break away. And a chance there for Martin and McKenna to break away. They couldn't do it. to the far side pass, picking it up now. Here's Hayes. Shot fired. Oh, what a save by Rimpinen. Looked like there was something free, but it was a stick blade behind him. And we will have a stoppage and play with under 4 minutes to go in this third period. 3:25, in fact. 3.5 remains as George makes a huge save, kicking it out of the net with 4:23 to go. And then Hayes, that shot, could not beat the glove of Rimpinen. And Canada desperately clinging to try and win this game. They've done a good job, start to finish, controlling this third period exactly how they envisioned it. So we'll see if that remains the case here as Rimpinen. We'll see the face-off to his left here, as Canada continues to talk things over on the bench. The face-off for Misa. One back here, and it'll be picked up by Martone, fired around the wall. It was knocked down by Ginley. He tries to spin off the check of a Finnish player, picking it up now. Misa back to the blue line for Verhoff. The shot into the belly of Rimpinen. Stopped there with 3:11 to go here in this third period of play. This game just seems to have the feeling that Canada will, on shot number 30, be able to wind down the game the rest of the way home. 191 seconds. Do not panic. Take it carefully. Enjoy the moment. And we should see a good thing go the right way for Team Canada here. 11 points in 16 games at North Dakota for Verhoff this season. As winning the draw is Finland. Finland to the near side board, skating out of the zone, back into the Canadian end. They'll tap up off the end wall, and like I said, 180 seconds now remain. Puck now to the near side blue line, escapes the Canadian end. Picking up steam back the other way is Luchenko. Luchenko looking for support. He's got Perek. Perek, near side point, fires the shot through traffic, handled and gloved away by Rimpinen, as this will be picked up again in the offensive zone here by Canada. Fired down into the corner, where Finland now inside the last 2:35 to go of this third period to play. Can Finland come up with the late magic here? 18 shots on the game for them, 4 goals, 2.5 minutes to go in this third period. Across the line, it's fired in by Finland. Now Danford with the puck, 2:15 to go. He'll lift out into the neutral ice. It'll be poked onto the stick of a Finnish player by Desnoyers. 2:10 remains in the third period, and my heart's beating here a little bit more. Getting a little nervous energy going here as we gear up for the last 2 minutes of the period. And Canada, I'm just hoping they can walk home this 6-4 lead. Minute 55 remaining. Finland is shot towards the net, backhanded out by Canada. It'll be rolling into the Finnish end. The net is empty. Bulius to play the puck for Finland from behind that empty cage. He'll start up to the far side, tipping it into the Canadian end. $1:40 remains. 100 seconds, 100 ticks to go here in this third period to play as Finland rolls it around to the near side boards and to play after it hops up off of the glass and out. Finland down by 2 here late in the third period. As I just have to check here one last thing. Where is the party at? The party is at, there we go. Face off inside the Canadian zone, but we will have a timeout for Finland. $1:33 to go here in this hockey game's third period. Friends, thanks for being aboard here tonight. Canada trying to bring home the victory with 93 seconds remaining. Again, if you haven't hit that subscribe button yet, make sure to do that here tonight as we close in on getting this job done against Finland. A well-earned preliminary round for Team Canada. I mean, honestly, if you would have told me after the Czech game going into the Latvia game that this is how the results would play out to this point, I'd be pretty happy. A 2-goal lead against Finland with 1.5 minutes to go. That's not a bad place to be if you're a Canadian fan. We're just hoping to bring this thing home in the final 93 seconds. The net is empty for Finland. Canada has 30 shots, Finland 18. 6-4 the lead with $1:33 left on the clock here in tonight's action. Face off to the right of Carter George inside the Canadian zone, as they've got Journeys, Don't Stop Believing, playing on the mics inside the arena right now. I guess speakers is what the proper term would be. as we try to finish off tonight's hockey game here. Face off to the right of George. One back by O'Reilly, taken down off the draw was Aitchison. Aitchison all kinds of tangled up with a Finnish player. Canada desperately trying to get this puck out. Don't start scrambling. $1:20 on the clock as Finland from the high point over to the far side. Shot loading here for Finland. No good option yet. Back to the blue line. $1:14 to go to the far side again. Looking for the shot through traffic. Denied there by Canada. Empty net at the other end. Beaudoin had to fight the urge to ice it. And here now, O'Reilly, Tampa Bay Lightning prospect, traded from the Oilers in exchange for Ike Howard, ices the game. 7-4 with 1:04 to go in the third period. O'Reilly hits the back of the empty net. And Canada will skate away with the Group B at the 2026 World Juniors. Oh man, how sweet it is for Canada here tonight. That was absolutely huge, as Beaudoin on the block there, and a good pass over to his good buddy this tournament, O'Reilly. What a connection those two have had in this hockey game tonight. And Canada will try and get the job done here in the last minute-ish of the period, just to shut the door on Finland and not give them a hope in heck to try and win this little battle between these two teams the rest of the way home. All right, we have this going. 7-4. Nate's saying let's go. We love to see it. And we have 31-18. The shots on goal. What a night it has been for Team Canada here. 1:04 to go. The face-off at center ice. Man, the result I needed tonight, let me tell you. This one to the near side for Brunick. He will fire it down along the wall. It's tipped into the finish zone. 56 seconds to go in a third period of play that'll play dividends here as the game comes to an end. Turnover there for Finland inside their own zone. Reshny off the end wall to Coots. Can't get it through to him cleanly. 44 seconds now remain as Finland, the Canadian effort, too much in this one as Aitchison also gets an assist. Beaudoin and Aitchison pick up the assists on the O'Reilly empty netter. 33 seconds to go in this third period of play. Puck high floater in the neutral zone. Canada down with it. 26 seconds to go now. Time continues to wind down as along the wall, Coots over to Brunick. Brunick off the end wall will spin, fire towards the front of the net. And just like that, Reshny's going to kill the clock here. He'll roll it around to the far side boards. Finland takes the battle against Coots. Things are going to get pushing and shoving as Finland skates the puck, and that will do it. We'll have a stoppage and play by the looks of it with 5 seconds to go. 7-4. The lead for Canada, the Canadian faithful in Minnesota. Banging the glass, enjoying the heck out of this one, as this is a huge win here for Canada. They're going to wind down the clock. No pushing and shoving involved. Friends, that will do it tonight here on the live stream. Canada, the final, 7-4 over Finland. A huge effort. Carter George, after a rough first period, settles in, allows 1 goal the rest of the way home. And Team Canada defeats Finland to take home Group B at this year's 2026 World Juniors in Minnesota. Thank you so much for being aboard here on Dolynny TV. Appreciate you being along. As you would know, there will not be a post-game nor continued Oilers coverage tonight. Hit that subscribe button on your way out the door. Thanks for being aboard here, friends. Appreciate you hanging out. This is Dolynny TV. I am up on out of here.